Alright. What's going on, peeps? Is that there? Right. What's going on? Mario. What's up, Mario? What's up, see AB? What's up, Eric? Here's a Lightning fan. Alright, so man, we got Islanders and the Lightning today. What's going on, peeps? Let's make sure it's done. Alright. Ooh. Alright, man. So this is what gets game 5, right? Game 5. Who you got tonight? I got the Lightning. I think the Lightning Bolts are gonna take the game tonight. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. So what's going on, man? Come on, peeps. YouTube needs to send this video out. Let's share this out on the Twitters, Instagram, stuff like that. Before we get started. So, So, man, what about the Suns yesterday? They won, and then the Sixers choked. Atlanta moving on to the conference finals in the basketball. So that was a surprise a little bit. All right. Oh, Frog's back. Not surprised. It's been raining. Not surprised the Frog will come back if it's raining, so we'll see. All right, man. It's the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Islanders. It ends up okay. Make sure everything was up and running. Hooray! Where's nobody at? YouTube must not be sending stuff out. YouTube must not be sending notifications out again. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. All right. So this game should be getting started next few minutes. What's up, Cooper? I think, what's up, Ballard? What's up, Ballard? Your Lightning's on, man. Your Lightning's playing tonight, Ballard. I know you're watching it. It's a big game. What's 2-2? Isn't this 2-2? What's up, Cooper? I think the series tied 2-2, isn't it? Let me check. Man. It's a big game, man. So, man. You're going live in a few minutes, so awesome. Hope you have a good stream. Yeah, hopefully it's a good game. I watched I streamed the Vegas and Canadians the other night. That was a good game. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's a good game. So, no basketball tonight. Yeah, this is game 5. 2-2. This is a big game. Whoever wins this, we got 3 games to 2. This is a big game for both teams, actually. So, whoever wins this game will have a chance to move on. But you gotta win 4, right? Gotta win 4. All right, man. So, puck will probably drop, 15 after the top of the hour? So, that's usually what happens. Hockey, just like basketball. They say it starts at, at 8 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, it don't start till like 8:15. Hate that. Oh, well, no. Oh, great, man. So let's check this out on Twitter. Let's see here. Create a post here. Community post. That's shared out. So it rained here today. Supposed to rain tomorrow. I think Thursday is when the rain's supposed to get out of here. So summertime. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I think the Islanders are going to win. But yeah, this I think the Islanders are going to win tonight. But I mean, not the Islanders. Sorry, Lightning. Excuse me, Lightning. Apologize, Lightning. I think Tampa Bay won tonight. I'm not going to give you a the Charles Barkley guarantee, but I do think Tampa Bay won this game. Let's see. Let's see. But hopefully it's a good game tonight. It was very entertaining. I like watching playoff hockey. So we'll see how it goes tonight. I need to get a coach. One second. Coach. Right. Woo-wee. Yeah, this is a big game. Game 5. It's 2-2. Yeah, whoever loses tonight is going to be a little bit of a trouble. So I think the home team's winning. I think the home team's winning tonight. Give me the Bolts at home. Give me the Lightning Bolts at home. But man. So it's about 10 after. So they'll probably come out, sing the national anthem, then go to commercial break, and then play. So we're probably looking around 20 after. Puck drops. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, it'll probably be 20 after for the puck actually drops. Going just looking at the. Don't the Royals stink? The Royals aren't that good this year, are they? That's how the Yankees got a triple play again. That's like the third one this year. That's amazing that they've turned 3 triple plays in the same season. It's crazy. I mean, you don't see many triple plays at all during the season. And the Yankees have turned 3. And triple play is supposed to be so rare.
To watch the game on the video board tonight, they get the real thing. The series tied at 2 with a trip to the Stanley Cup Finals on the line.
Yep, whoever loses today's in trouble. I agree. There's something. Ooh-wee. They got hockey tomorrow night, too.
A great atmosphere in here this evening for game number 5. There have been no lineup changes for the first 4 games of this series, and so that changes tonight.
Yeah, Luke Shen is in for
Hawks.
Eric Chernak, who got hurt in
Hawks won last night.
Game 4, and Shen's a
Surprising.
veteran guy. 6 games in these playoffs so far.
I thought
Stanley Cup champion last
Philadelphia
year.
won that game. That series anyway.
You just never know when your number's going to be called, and for Luke Shen,
Ben
it's an
Simmons can't
opportunity here
shoot.
to step in and try to replace Chernak.
In the 5th straight game, Yanni Gourde's line starts against the Islanders' 4th line. But before we get there, we turn things over to the voice of Amalie Arena, the announcer Paul Porter.
Ladies and gentlemen, before our national anthem, we kindly ask that you join us as we pause to remember a great friend of the game, Tom Curvers, who was claimed by cancer today.
So once the game starts, I'll put the sound back on. So, man. Yeah, the Atlanta Hawks and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then you got the Suns and the Clippers. We might have a first-time winner of an NBA championship, which is amazing. It's about time that the NBA got some parity in the league, not the same damn teams all the time. Tired of seeing the Lakers and the Warriors. So it's good for the NBA to have different teams win. They should go to a hard salary cap like the NFL does, but they won't do it. That would limit the amount of superstars you can have on one team now. Yeah, he's happy. Atlanta's they're pretty good. I think they got a chance. What's up, Tim? I think the Hawks have a really good chance at beating Milwaukee. I think they're that good. All right, man. So get ready to get this hockey match game. Puck will be dropped center ice shortly. All right, I'm ready. Ready to see some hockey. I wonder if they're going to go to commercial break after this. Probably so. They probably will. Got to get those advertising dollars in. So. Really, man. So just wait for this puck to drop. Got 5 people already in the house, which is hopefully gets a little more in here. Hopefully YouTube can help us out. Hopefully YouTube can help us out and send the video out. Be nice of them, wouldn't it? If YouTube did that for us. We'll see. From Discord here. Brady Bunch episode with Jesse James. I don't know about that, Carl. Oh, no.
It's time for our Honda starting goalie, Semyon Varlamov, making his 10th straight start after taking back the net in Game 2 against Boston. He made 28 saves in Game number 4. President Trophy finalist Andrei Vasilevsky is the best save percentage of any goalie in the playoffs, despite the fact he has seen more shots than any goalie in the playoffs. Both of these goaltenders have allowed 2 goals or fewer in 4 of their last 5 starts. The move by McDonough, the stop by Ryan Pulock, kept the Islanders ahead in Game 4 and has this series tied at the start of Game number 5.
Here we go,
Tampa has led their series 3-1 after Game 4 in each of their last 6 series prior to this one. The last time they...
Come on, don't crap out now. Tampa, what you mean? I think the Bolts are winning tonight.
Casey Cizikas and Yanni Gord will take the opening faceoff as Gord Dwyer, Francis Sharon, the referees, are in position. Gord Dwyer will drop the puck and get us going here in game number 5. Islanders and Lightning in the Stanley Cup semifinal, and it's Yanni Gord tracking down the puck inside the Islanders zone. Casey Cizikas throws the game's first hit on Barclay Goodrow, and back of the goal, and Shen throws it on net. And a save made by Varlamov. Then Coleman from way out sails on through and grabbed by Varlamov.
Simple play there by Luke Shen. Just gets the puck to the net, and then Mikhail Sergachev jumps in to keep the play alive. Good job by the Tampa Bay Lightning to be able to stay back, sit back. It's Blake Coleman that fills in for Sergachev.
Shot on goal.
Unfortunately for Tampa, they don't take away his eyes.
20 seconds in.
Good job by Mayfield there to not allow Goodrow to take away the vision of Varlamov, but aggressive defense early here, 21 seconds in.
They're going to pull him for the team. Lightning bolts.
Face off into the offensive zone for the Lightning. They come right back to the net.
Got saved.
And shot by Stamkos, stopped by Semyon Varlamov. Palmieri trying to clear. Kept in the zone for a moment.
2 shots on goal for the
he adjusts, gets to
Lightning
center ice,
early.
and chips this one in Zajak's way. Ruda turned it around, stepping up his pellet. Puck came right to Cirelli. With speed over, Stamkos closing in. His pass. The shot was blocked.
Oh, yes! Lightning bolts.
45 seconds in. Stamkos
already a goal for Tampa Bay. Look, Bruin.
Well, I was really surprised that Steven Stamkos did not shoot this
Tampa
initial
Bay,
shot.
they were
I know it wasn't in the wheelhouse.
aggressive to front this game on, and they got one in the net.
Goal. And he gets a fortunate bounce. And as our very own Brian Boucher asked for this line to step up, they do here early in Game 5.
Already a goal.
This has to feel really good for Stamkos.
Like 45 seconds in.
So I thought maybe just a simple play, get it on net, right? Fortunate bounce, and maybe that's the break that line needs to kind of get the shot.
Yeah, tomorrow is the summer solstice. No, another fast break here for Tampa. And nice little save there.
3-on-1 with a back check coming the other way, and Point said, you know what? I got the hottest stick in the world right now. I'm going to take it to the net
Tampa
myself.
is out-skating New York.
8 straight playoff games. Only one player in the history of the National Hockey League has done that.
They're right now, Tampa is out-skating.
Philadelphia Flyers.
He went 10 in a row back in 1975.
They're faster on the skates.
No one's got more than 7. Well, there are a few that have gone 7, other than Reggie Leach. 6th of the playoffs for Steven Stamkos, his first goal of this series. He had just 1 assist. In the last 5 playoff games for Steven Stamkos, he opens the scoring, and he opened it early. Here in game number 5. This puck deflected down the ice, but from the wrong side of center. It's an icing call against the Lightning.
You talk about getting a fortunate bounce, right? Get the puck into the neutral zone. It's turned over.
What's up, Scottzilla?
It's Cirelli to Stamkos, and watch Killorn.
Yeah, I'm kind of pulling for Tampa.
And it goes off of Adam Pellet perfectly. Maybe
I'll pick them to win.
Lightning.
So.
To Steven Stamkos, and look, you play inside the
probably
dots,
lose,
you sniffer around the blue paint, the puck's going to find you. Great goal scorers like Stamkos or fourth-line guys. You got to play inside the dots, and he was rewarded with being in that area.
The team that has scored first has won all 4 games in this series.
Thank you, bro.
Tampa has scored first in 12 of their 16 games so far in the playoffs, including this one. Islanders coming through center. It's Palmieri's pass that was in the skates of Thompson.
And New York
got
is
it back
not
and
having
sends it around.
Chance to put one
chips it back
a
down
shot
the
in.
goal line.
Yeah.
As Coleman could
They're being outskated.
The Islanders center who has 3 goals in this series.
Eagle Fang.
Game except for game 3. Nick Leddy stripped of the puck by Ross Colton. Support came by Scott May or by Matt Martin. And this one thrown in. Sergachev will come get it.
What's up, Eagle? Islanders.
Aaron Chernak this evening moves it ahead. Throws it in deep. Johnson after it. Played behind.
Skate better.
Met there by Matt Martin. Pulled off the wall by Casey Cizikas. He turns and looks a little hump for Martin. chip it. And he and Cizikas will chase Shed. Sandwiched him, but he moved the puck to Sergachev. An easy breakout here for the Lightning. Crisscrossing, it's Johnson. Got around Martin. The poke check from Mayfield stopped his progress. And Martin will calm things down for the Islanders.
Kind of slow down a little bit.
Still do not have a shot first. 4 shots of the game belong to the Lightning,
Tampa
including
was,
the goal from Stamkos.
Really
45 seconds in.
And they were rewarded with a goal first 45 seconds in.
Now it's Hedman looking for another way out. Rudin through center. Kucherov bumped it on for Point. Point across to Palat. Palat to the net. That one off the stick of Varlamov and then the glass. Helped along Josh Bailey. As Nelson to his left, he goes to his right for Beauvillier. Rudin had Nelson in pursuit. Bailey read the play, threw a pass to the front. That was blocked by Hedman. Beauvillier stayed with it. Gets it to the slot. Thrown to the net. Rejected by Rudin. Comes to Pellick. He throws it to the goal. Never made it through. But Bailey a chance.
Opportunities here, but
at the side of the net, and Hedman kept it from Nelson.
Allen's
Bullock with a wrist shot to change directions and jumps over the glass for a stoppage in play.
Islanders had some chances there to put one in the net. But were unable
gets
to.
There because Josh Bailey knocks it down, and then the block by Jan Rudin. Maybe Vasilevsky gets a piece of it there. And for Andrei Vasilevsky, look at these numbers. After a loss in the last 2 seasons, since being swept by Columbus in 2019, 11-0 after a loss. .942 save percentage. A big reason why the Tampa Bay Lightning have not lost back-to-back games has been the play of their goaltender. And he seems to get refocused and motivated after a loss.
Face
and
off
for the
in
New York
the
Islanders, they're going to try and find a way to solve that problem here tonight.
Won by the Lightning.
That's what you call a trend, Booch. A positive trend out of the Tampa Bay Lightning. And goes to Cirelli. Green had it, wrestled it away from Cirelli as he was a step away from the crease. And then Green blew a tire. Kalorn takes advantage, tried to go to the front. Pajot shut it down. This one slips through the neutral zone. Komarov hands off for Zajac. And Leo Komarov twisting and waiting. Komarov slides it down to Zajac. Savard chasing after him. Here boards Komarov. A little bit
nice
of time.
house there. I know where it's from. Which is my house.
Zajac throws the hit on Savard.
Probably in the Bahamas somewhere.
Locked this one down the ice, and it winds up crawling just wide of the net and turns into an icing.
It'll be an icing.
Inside the bubble with Duncan. Whoa, wait, you can pull the goalie in here?
Yeah, it'll be an icing there. We missed a 1-0 Tampa early over the New York Islanders.
Right now for the Islanders. Tired guys out there right now for Tampa.
Face off.
And Barzell wins the face-off. Thompson comes streaking down the boards. He gets tangled up there with Stamkos. Puck available behind the net. Barzell keeps
sit there. Somebody to take.
Taken here by McDonough and cleared down the ice. This time with a soft enough touch, so there is no icing. The lane to make the change. Noah Thompson, his first full season as a regular defenseman for the Islanders. Played over for Eberle, and now it's Matt Barzell. Barzell dropped off for Eberle. Out to Thompson. Moves it over for Adam Pellick. Pellick taking his time. Throw to the net. That one never made it through. Eberle able to puck it back, but it comes to center.
He
fell down at his crease. If the Islanders were able to get that puck on net, maybe would have had an empty net goal. Not a usual circumstance for Vasilevsky, who ended up on his backside.
Eberle with a little tap at the side of the goal on the feet from Pellick, and that's the first save for Vasilevsky, who had been insulated so far by his defense. Yanni Gord blows a tire, trying to make a tight curl with Barzell nearby, and it is Nick Leddy leading it out of the zone for the Islanders. Now Clutterbuck backhands it deep. Vasilevsky stops it, play to the wall. Zizekas was met there by Ross Colton. It's Coleman. Mayfield backing off. Blake Coleman whiffed on a pass. He still has lots of time to recover. Finds a way to get it over for Shen. Into the corner. Colton steered it behind. Johnson turned back into Mayfield. Ross Colton. Indirect pass out for Shen. Right back where it came from. Here is Maroon. Maroon with Mayfield in tow. On the cycle for Johnson. As the Lightning continue to work it around the offensive zone. Mayfield Flips the head into the skates of Matt Martin as the Islanders get it out to center. Take it right back into control. And Shen.
DeGrom got checked for something.
Ahead for Johnson and will tap it in, and the Lightning, after an offensive zone shift, need a change. 7 minutes gone by here in the first period of Game 5. Brendan Burke, Eddie Olczyk, and Brian Boucher. This pass comes through.
Oh, nice save there. Islanders had a chance to put one in net. Nice save. We got a timeout?
Just the second save he's had to make so far this game.
It is TV timeout.
From J.G. Pajot and the Lightning up 1 early.
A nice save there. A nice save. As New York had a chance to put one in the net. That was a nice save. All right. Okay, so already this it's a 1-0 game. It's Tampa up by 1. Yeah, this is a big game for both. Obviously, I mean it's Game 5. It's 2 games apiece. It's a big game. I agree. Everyone this game might win game. How about Truck and Storm? A dud. It rained a little bit, but it wasn't as. I mean, it was more east of us in Pensacola, up towards Alabama. They're the ones that got the brunt of it. So it was really much of nothing here. It rained a little bit, but that's about it.
His first goal of the series. Enzo, you're a guy that scored a lot of goals in the National Hockey League. What's the mindset for an offensive guy when things aren't going your way? I mean, how do you get it fixed?
Well, look I think if you're getting chances, you know you're on the verge, right? And the chances haven't been there. The high fives are all around. That's got to feel awfully good. Look at him. This guy's been one of the better goal scorers we've had in the National Hockey League for a long time. What's he got? 438, 39 career goals in his National Hockey League career. Certainly has a nose for the net, but until you actually put it into the back of the net, Boosh, you're still gonna, you're gonna be miserable. I mean, you want your team's winning. Okay, it's great. You're a couple of wins away going from a Stanley Cup final, but when you're expected to score and chip in, it can become frustrating. So if you're not getting the chances, that's when you really start worrying. And I think for Steven Stamkos, you talked about it in the open, that line. I mean, they needed to step up in a large way, and they've certainly done that here early. So you're going to feel a lot better about himself now than he was probably about a half hour ago on the actual real time out there.
Yeah, I feel like there was some worry, right? I mean, I thought that we had chances in games 1 and 2 that I recall.
Sure.
But after that, I mean, it's been pretty quiet for him. And a guy who shoots the puck like him, we certainly don't want him going without chances.
Tampa had another opportunity.
He scored 2 in a 3-point effort in Game 5 against the Carolina Hurricanes. More than 39 in the regular season, now 30 in the postseason for Steven Stamkos. His Lightning lead 1-0 after his opening minute goal here in Game 5. Sergachev and Hedman. Pairs had to be adjusted for John Cooper this evening with no Eric Chernak. Mayfield couldn't move it through Brayden Point. Mayfield using the skates to kick it Pellick's way.
The Bolts.
Mayfield, long pass for Nelson. Overlay striking. Nelson goes across for Bailey, and he couldn't get the shot away.
Good defensive play there by Point.
Good defense by Tampa. Denying New York a shot there. Now Lightning take it down the ice.
Into the skates of Block, dropped off for Hedman, and it was Nelson up with the block on the other end.
2 good defensive plays by either team's center iceman. Point at one end and then Nelson the other. I thought Nelson had a chance to get the puck to Beauvillier as he was going to the net. Instead, he tried to go rink wide, and that's where the defensive play happened for Tampa.
Cirelli down the wall. The Warren takes straight into the glass. Puck still punched up in there. It is Stamkos who pulls it out, trying to feather it through. Cirelli was alone in front, but Leddy was able to block the pass. Kaloran picks up the loose puck, trying to whip it to the goal. It was blocked instead by Palmieri. Cirelli keeps it moving. Savard.
Come on, what happened here? Why did it stop? Come on, TV.
Cirelli will shoot it in while both teams make changes at center ice.
Good shift there for the Cirelli, Stamkos, Kaloran lines, feeling good about themselves after having the lone goal of this game to this point.
All started off a forecheck. That was something that was not readily available for them in Game 4. Let's see if that happens more here in Game 5.
Johnson flying ahead. Johnson trying to take Dobson wide. Save made by Varlamov on the shot along the ice. This one bumped it deeper into the zone. Dobson rinked wide. Zizekas had to adjust. Flat-footed, fired ahead. Too hot to handle for Clutterbuck. Settled down by Mikhail Sergachev. Maroon to Shed. And this one ricochets through the neutral zone. Colton turned around by Zajac. And the Lightning will settle for a dump in here. Halfway through the first period, shots are 6-2 for Tampa. They scored 45 seconds in on a deflected puck that came right to Stamkos, who had an open net to shoot at.
Fucking Brady, what's up, man?
Vasilevsky keeps it moving. Edmund.
What's up, guys? What's up, Fucking Brady, dropping nets.
From Goudreau to Gord.
1-0 Tampa.
Joe taken out of the play.
Early in
picks
this,
it up.
yeah, they early goal at 45
Mayfield shut it down.
seconds in, they got to go. Good, dropping nets.
Back there by Mayfield, and Goudreau with the hit on Komarov. Coleman and Mayfield were still engaged, and it's Coleman one-handing a pass down for Gord across Veruna. Takes a look, it deflects wide.
Another chance for Tampa there. Got
Gord's
deflected.
pass knocked aside by Pajot. He couldn't leave the zone. Here's Yanni Gord all alone. It
goal, yes! 2-0. Go Lightning.
We talk about the blue lines, getting the puck out at your blue line. This area here,
Tampa just outskating them right now. I mean,
if you're the New York Islanders, Komarov's got it.
I mean, it's like New York is like they're skating on dead weights. They're like,
over to Berkeley, Goudreau, as you mentioned, Brendan, goes right
Tampa just seems like they're just lighter.
No chance for Varlamov.
The skates are lighter. They're just faster.
Work by Blake Coleman too to get in there and engage Komarov to not allow him to have an easy play to get that puck out. I mean, you're coming back, backtracking, staying above pucks. They get the bounce. They got the bounce on the first goal. They get the bounce once again, but they're working for the bounces as well. It's been a good start for Tampa here in the first.
Second goal of the series for Yanni Gord, who scored in Game 3. It's his fourth of the playoffs, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Tampa Bay Lightning. These have been low-scoring first periods in this series. Not tonight, just over halfway through the first. Tampa has struck twice.
Tampa has kind of continued where they left off after that outstanding third period, at least the start of it, and then the Islanders kind of settled in.
I'm not saying anything
for the last part of it, but the Islanders not able to take advantage of a couple of looks in the offensive zone and not getting the bounces here early. But to Bruce's point,
let's go with the next.
Absolutely all over in the offensive zone.
Goes down as an unassisted goal for Yanni Gord. Matt Barzell took a hit from Kaloran, and those two still engaged right in front of the other bench. He's throwing a punch in either direction. Linesmen intervene. Referees keep their arms at their sides.
Good job by the officials there to know that they eventually were going to break it up and continue to allow play to happen.
Here's Zizekas with a try.
I say that by Tampa.
Ruda on the clear. That one rode the ledge of the glass and ducks out of play. For a stoppage here with 7.5 minutes to go in the first period. Yanni Gord looking for Goudreau. Found a goal instead.
That's what it's already. It's 2-0 Tampa. Man, score. What's up, Fireball? 2-0 Tampa. Man, they just they're out skating New York right now. New York is like they it's like they got weights on their skates. Tampa is just I mean, I don't know, man. They're just faster. Man, so right already 2-0 to New York. They gotta do something quickly. This game might go south fast. I think Tampa did win last year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure hockey's like baseball. It's better to be at the the arena or the ballpark. So I'm sure going to a hockey game is awesome. So I kind of want to be right by the glass where I can yell at the players, but I don't know if you be able to see the whole ice. So that's the only problem I would have is I'd want to be by the ice. Why does this thing keep turning off? Let's see. Get off the Wi-Fi.
Last play, it eventually was the line that ended up scoring, and Yanni Gourde later on in that shift puts it home on the fortuitous bounce, but I think it's been a little bit too easy for the Tampa Bay Lightning getting out of their zone here early on.
They're starting the clock there.
In that Tampa zone. Zikas was looking for Clutterbuck. Didn't find him, and now it's Johnson. A hand for Ross Colton. Down the wing with a shot that brings the ball.
It's a goal?
And he makes a couple of saves.
Almost another goal.
On the doorstep. Sergachev over. That shot deflected by Clutterbuck
Man,
to the
Tampa's
corner.
just
Islanders survive and clear.
Another odd man
Tampa is
situation
just
for the
man, they're
Islanders
just more
in this
aggressive
first
right now.
period. I have them for 5 odd man situations.
And they're skating
And still
better.
with
That's
under
it.
7 minutes left to go here in the first period. I mean, that thing absolutely left the stick of Colton. And a heck of a stop, a huge stop there from Varlamov.
4-save sequence for Semyon Varlamov. J.G. Pajot rolls into Ryan Pulock. Deep again, Zajac. Zajac using the boards. Pulock can't get it.
Here comes Tampa in ice.
Yanni Gourde has Goudreau. Went to shoot for the rebound for Goudreau.
Another chance.
And Varlamov directed it aside.
So what do you think of that play?
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Just too far out there, Bush.
I knew you'd say it.
Yeah, a little bit too far out. I know what he was thinking. He was probably at the end of a shift, but you know what? You just take it as far as you can and you let it go there.
Sixers.
You got to tip your hockey helmet there to Varlamov for having good rebound.
I'll say Philadelphia.
There and keeping it out from that so-called high danger zone right in front of the blue paint. But again, another odd man situation on that 2-on-1.
Chances are 7-2 for Tampa.
Yeah, New York's going to have to do something. Because they're just getting out skated.
Bellick kicks it over for Josh Bailey. Bumps and waits.
Look out.
Take it away.
Here come the
Goudreau's
Bolts.
out there, but it's Point in by himself. Got it over, and Mayfield was able to break it up with the reach.
Boy, Braden Point never saw Kucherov. He would have had a breakaway from the red line in. Instead, he took it to the net, and we talked about the hot stick of Braden Point. You got to take the blinkers off there, Bush, on that thoroughbred, as he had Kucherov wide open.
Yeah, I'm watching on the bench to see if
Sorelli to the
Is it a
net.
goal? No.
Varlamov
Save.
comes up with another stop.
I wanted to see the
Man.
exchange between Kucherov and Point.
And Stamkos floats one into Varlamov's goal.
Islanders, they needed the Stevie timeout here because Tampa's got them on the run right now.
Yep.
Point.
What's up, Ben
Trying to
Simmons?
move it over to Kucherov, and a good play from Mayfield.
And that was going to be a goal if the defenseman hadn't got his stick in there. Man. Wow. Man, New York is just getting, they just, man, they got to do, I mean, I know broken record, but man, they're getting outskated. And it's nothing's changed since the puck drop. Yes, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons passed the basketball instead of dunking. Ben Simmons, shoot the basketball. Nobody. I know you couldn't shoot when you were at LSU, and you still can't shoot. They're back. All right. Yeah, Doc Rivers chokes too.
And there's Nikita Kucherov. There he is. I thought he was just going to throw it to him, Bush, here in the area, let him skate into it. But Braden Point says, you know what? No, I'm looking for a goal in 8 straight playoff games. And now I see it, and I'm going to try to get it on the back end of Scott Mayfield with a big-time stop. Huge play there defensively.
Ben Simmons stinks.
I don't know if that would be categorized as another odd man situation, but pretty darn close. I would give it a half. And let's not forget the chance that Colton had a little bit before that. So the Tampa Bay Lightning
33-25.
have the New York Islanders on the run right now.
Man.
A.J. Pajot coming in, testing Vasilevsky, who makes the save. Got to stick to him up high. Extra blow the whistles from Gord Dwyer to make sure things calm down. How do you top a dump of Duncan Colbert?
Doc Rivers won a title because he had 3 Hall of Fame players.
Because where there's hockey, there's Duncan. America runs on Duncan.
Ben Simmons, you can't shoot, man.
You're not going to get it all back, so to speak, in one shift here.
You can't shoot, Ben Simmons.
I mean, there's 2 different mindsets here. Let's get one before the end of the period.
There's a face-off in the Bolt zone.
We can't give up another one.
One by.
So that's that fine
One
line
by
that you're,
Tampa.
You're skating on, that thin ice, so to speak.
Here's another opportunity.
Another breakaway.
It's Killorn delayed, and he was harassed from behind. It came back out. It drops it.
Goal, yes. Is it a goal? Yes, it is a goal. 3-0. Wow.
Across the line. It is 3-0 Tampa.
Wow. Another goal for the Bolts.
This is all off the turnover right in front of the Islander bench. Well, not able to control the puck.
Man.
Stamkos a good job to knock the puck down, and that leads transition the other way. Varlamov not able to hold on to it, and then it's a scramble by the net. Getting to the net. Killorn's there. The shot goes off of Killorn's backside and trickles in, but it all started with the careless play of Pollock by his bench.
A goalie change coming here for the
We might have to, yeah, I said about to change goalies.
Look at, not a lot of help for that guy right there. That's the 8th
changing goalies
situation in the first
already.
Period. Given up by the Islanders. They don't give up 8 in a week. And I think it's a combination, Bush, for getting Varlamov out of there. Not necessarily with his play, and I would say it's more so.
Man.
We need the guys that are skating to wake up and get going.
All about the wake-up call for me. That's what it's all about. You think about the first goal, an unfortunate bounce ends up on the stick of Stamkos. The second goal goes off of Andy Green. And then this one here, this is hairline. He couldn't hang on to that puck. Killorn knocked it out of his hands.
Newsdog's hairline says,
Savard goes off of Killorn. Absolutely nothing that
Skull Gang,
could
big
do.
bandwagon. Well, thank you for the $2 super chat.
And we asked about what that response would be from the second line, the Cirelli line for Tampa Bay.
Thank you for the $2 super chat.
They have delivered so far here in Game 5.
Hope you're doing well tonight.
Second appearance of the series for Ilya Sorokin in net. He played 6 minutes and 50 seconds in Game 2 after that collision between Varlamov and Point, made 6 saves. That's his only other action in this series. But he picked up all 4 wins in their first-round series against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Brock Nelson hands on the brakes, sets up Cal Clutterbuck with a shot with some traffic provided by Matt Martin, but it winds up wide. Here is Nelson again, trying to go to the net. Sergachev stopped that. Pass comes through for Pellick. Right at the blue line. 3:40 to go here in period number 1. It is
3-0.
all Lightning so far.
And all Bolts.
Scott Mayfield.
Tennis and golf. Yeah. Let me do Wimbledon.
Anthony Bovilli found a loose puck, and that pass to Nelson winds up jumping over the glass.
You want me to do Wimbledon?
First period, 17 shots for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and now Sorokin's over.
I wouldn't know how to do Wimbledon.
He's looking for a water bottle. They're just going to get a little.
Sometimes those
skate
skates,
repair there.
Yeah, get them sharpened up. That device there kind of pulls the edges in and sharpens the skate for you. Sometimes when you're sitting on the bench, your blades can dull, and you're a goaltender these days. It's all about your edges and pushes. You need those edges to be extremely sharp.
So are goalie skates more like steak knives, Bush, or are they like butter knives as far as the smoothness of them?
I'd say steak knives for the sharpness. Gotcha.
What's up, Caleb?
In the old days, more like butter
Good to
knives.
see you
but
again.
Now guys are on their knees and pushing with their edges so much that it's incredible how deep the hollow is on most goalie skates.
Matt Barzell knocked down by Killorn. Led on for Cirelli. And they'll chip this one in. That's the shots in, so they're 17-5.
What was your question?
They were 17-4 Tampa to start game.
Yeah, I said the Sixers. I think the Sixers had the worst night.
Man, look at what the chances that they've had. I mean, they could have 4, without question. And yeah, they've gotten the fortunate bounces, and they've taken advantage without a doubt, but they have been the team playing downhill. Almost a giveaway there by Kucherov as McDonough bails him out. And for the Islanders, it's been a lot of uphill.
Adam Pellick stood up at the Lightning blue line, and it's way funner when you're going downhill. Approaching 2 minutes to play here in the first period of Game 5. Series tied at 2, but the Lightning with a 3-0 lead. Goals from Stamkos, Gord, and Killorn. Braden Point carrying in, makes the slap shot, moves closer, tests Sorokin, who hangs on.
What's up, Mile High? 6. Nice little save there by the Islanders.
This is almost a 2-on-0. Here's Cirelli with an opportunity. Clear cut. 2-on-1. Eventually the puck will find its way into the back of the net.
Dazed.
So again, unofficially, my count 8.
What's up?
This matches the
148 to go in this first period. 3-0. Lightning Bolts.
Get to intermission only down by 3. Would be something to build off of here.
I think they're going to find that they're just a little too passive. Especially we talked about how
Bondi's in the building.
To get out of the zone, out of their own zone, and I think on top of it, they've lost a lot of battles. I think those are 2 areas that the Islanders can find a way to clean up in between periods and start to get maybe their forecheck game going. See if the identity line can get something going for them.
Great a turnover. They get the puck to Andy Green across to Thompson. Thompson's shot wide of the net. Arms around.
Good forecheck there by Matt Martin to force that turnover. And I think the defense was such an important part for the Islanders to get back into this game.
Green to Thompson had to adjust. Slings it wide. There's an opportunity there, Brendan.
Green had a chance to put it right on the table. Thompson, 2 defensemen were about 45 feet away from the net there, and just the errant pass.
Daniel Barry.
All of a sudden, the play just exploded.
Thank you, Daniel Barry, for the $3 super chat.
For the Islanders, they have the guys that are in.
Thank you very much for the $3 super chat, Daniel Barry.
Here's Yanni Gord coming in with a shot knocked down by Sorokin. That one looked like it was targeted for the top corner.
Almost on the goal. Again.
Mayfield retreating. Yanni Gord putting the pressure on him, and Coleman with a hit on Letty. Nelson lost the puck to Gord. Gord out for Savard with a try that was blocked. This one will carry him all the way back to Vasilevsky with 25 to go. Stamkos couldn't grab it at the line.
Last 15 seconds. Looks like it's going to be a 3-0 lightning lead. Into the first intermission.
Islanders dump it back in the final seconds of a dominant first period by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
We are done. First period is done, man. Wow. 3-0. Man. 3-0. Man. So New York is going to have to find a way to get back in this game. But they're going to have to skate better. It was your birthday yesterday. Well, mine's tomorrow. Happy birthday, Weapon X. Yeah, yours was yesterday. Mine is tomorrow. I'll be forgot how old I'll be tomorrow, but 20-something. That's what I'm gonna go with. 20-something. So yeah, my birthday is on the NBA lottery. Crazy, huh? So if the Pelicans do win the lottery tomorrow, you can blame me. You can blame me. I called them to fix tomorrow. I called them to fix. Yeah, so man. Well, thank you. Happy birthday to you too, man. So we got Daniel Barry with the super chat, and also Nuzdar's hairline, was it? He sent me a super chat. Thank you guys for those. Daniel Barry, the GOAT. He's the GOAT. And Nuzdar. In the lottery tomorrow, I'll be going to dinner tomorrow. I'll probably be going out to dinner tomorrow night, so I won't be home. Will not be home. So, I'm going to get something to drink real quick. Be right back. to try some of the microphone a little bit. Ooh-wee. What's up, True? True. I want to try some. I want to see some of my microphone. Let's see how these work. Let's see. Where is it? Plug in at? Where's it plug in at? 1 second. It plugs in there. Ooh-wee. We'll see how different this is. 1 second. Might be messed up. Let's see.
No, I think it's gonna stay that way for the rest of the game. But for the Islanders,
I'll see if the microphone works better this way.
Protecting the house. Now they're gonna have to open up. Take a little bit more risk in their game. That's not the way they like to play. So it's a great start for Tampa getting back to that game they're so used to.
They can't open up even more than they opened up that period, that for sure. They need to tighten things up and hope that the Tampa Bay Lightning get too comfortable, get too relaxed, turn pucks over and try to capitalize.
You're shooting threes next year. I don't know about that.
I don't get that sense that Tampa Bay Lightning are going to turn pucks over.
I don't know if you can shoot threes next year. Don't know about that. What's going on, True? So I don't know if I talked to you, but what you think about Van Gundy being gone? I think that's a good. I think it's good that Van Gundy's out of here. I heard Zion's camp pushed him out. That's what I heard. I heard Zion. His he wanted him gone. So either Zion goes or Van Gundy goes. Your choice, New Orleans. You made the right decision. Got rid of that Van Gundy. By the time they got rid of me, Van Gundy was a horrible. I mean, he wasn't a horrible hire. This was an average hire when they got him. It's rough. Yeah, it's rough for to be a Islanders fan as they. They put the Pelicans should hire Nate McMillan. They should get him from Atlanta. Hell, if Atlanta doesn't give him if Atlanta doesn't sign him up, look what he did with Atlanta mid season. Shit. Yeah, they sold him out. I agree. You're hiring the best coach is the right. No matter if it's a white person, black person, doesn't matter. A male, female. Hire the best person to be the head coach. How about that? Whatever happened to hiring the best coach? But we'll see what that happens. Yeah, having Chris Paul helped Monty Williams, but Suns are playing well. Suns surprisingly playing well. I didn't think they'd get this far. I thought the Lakers would beat Phoenix in the first round. They surprised me a lot. Yeah, next season's a big year for the Pelicans to prove to Zion and his camp that we're moving forward. Pelicans have to make the playoffs next season. Otherwise, I think he's really gone. Pelicans have to hit a lot of things. They got to hit on the coach, and they got to get lucky next year with no injuries. So hopefully it works out well for us. Hopefully. Let's see. Pelicans need to find a right coach. That's their problem. Is Van Gundy wasn't the right coach. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next year. Yeah. So I'm gonna get the clock up and running just in case. Second period. I'm surprised Jeff Van Gundy hasn't got a job. I guess he likes being the commentator. I thought Jeff Van Gundy would have gotten a job by now somewhere, but I think he likes being what he is, a commentator. But we'll see. Like the Hawks New Jerseys. I like the old one. I like fucking frog. You know, I like the retro ones, man. Like when Dominique Wilkins was playing. Oh no. Kind of wish they would wear those one time. The ones that Dominique wore back in the 80s. Gundy's are expired milk. Yes, that's the sound of Ben Simmons choking in the crazy. Oh, NASCAR has a Pocono doubleheader Saturday and Sunday is coming up this weekend. But Atlanta better lock up Nate McMillan. He's turned that team around. Remember all the flack Atlanta got when they fired their coach midseason? Everybody said it was a horrible decision to fire him. Why are you firing him? Blah blah blah. And look what happened now. So I guess it really wasn't a bad decision, was it? All the damn national pundits was saying that the Hawks made a mistake. You're right, True. It's very refreshing to see a new champion. I mean, we're going to see a new champion. Somebody hasn't won in a very, very long time. I think Milwaukee won in the 70s, I believe. I think that's the last. Atlanta won when they were in St. Louis. I think that was in the 50s. And of course, the Clippers and the Suns have not won ever. So we're going to have it's good for the NBA to do this. They need to really get more parity in their league like the NFL has. The NFL has a hard cap, which the NBA will never do, which is stupid. Put a hard cap, and then you won't see all these. Everybody wants to be a super team. I want to be with my friend. I want to play with my friends. NBA is so soft nowadays, man. So soft. There's no rivalries, man. Are there any rivalries in basketball like they had in the 90s with the Bulls and the Knicks and the Bulls and the Pacers? In the 80s, Celtics and the Lakers, Celtics and the Pistons. You don't have any rivalries no more. Need rivalries, man. Rivalries is good for sports. You're supposed to hate your opponent. Man. Are we getting to the second period here? Look like somebody was upset there in the watch party there for New York. Oh, he's really upset. He's taking his jersey off. Now he's climbing the stairs there. Man. Yeah, NBA is soft. Yeah, 100 threes a game. Yep. Everybody just wants to throw up 100. They just want to shoot threes. They should take the 3-pointer. They should take the line away. I mean, I know they won't do it, but they should take the 3-point line away and see what these players do then. They wouldn't know what to do. If they actually had a drive, and go into paint and shoot, they wouldn't know what to do. Yep. Sports leagues are soft. NFL, you can't hit nobody no more in the NFL. Can't touch the quarterback. You breathe on the quarterback, it's a penalty. Man. Before you know it, the quarterback will have a no contact jersey on. You can't even touch him at all. Crazy. Back in the day, you could hit the quarterback. But nowadays, you can't do that. Anyway, so what's New York have to do? Let's get back to this game here. What's New York have to do to get back in this hockey match? I think they need to. I mean, I don't know. They just need to skate better. I don't know. That first period, they just weren't skating at all. Tampa was just like they were just. I don't know. Yeah, they can put flag. Yeah, right. Yes, they can put flags on the quarterback, and you got to pull the flag out. Yes, or 2 flags, or maybe it's 2-hand. Maybe remember you when you were a kid, you played 2-hand touch below the waist. Maybe they can play 2-hand touch below the waist in the quarterback. Man, some of these quarterbacks have played back in the the 90s and the 80s and the 70s and the 60s when they actually got hit. Some of these quarterbacks like Troy Aikman and Steve Young, they had to retire because of all those concussions they took. Man, I bet you wish they played in today's game, but they never got hit.
Brought to you by Lexus. Experience amazing.
It's like we're getting back to action here.
And by SAP.
Second period coming up.
NHL.com/stats for insights from SAP. Before the start of the second
period coming
inside
up.
the glass, here's Brian Boucher.
Thanks a lot, Brendan. Let's take a look at our Wendy's replay. And we talked about the Cirelli line in the open and what they would respond with. Well, tonight it was simple. Early on, shot on goal for Steven Stamkos seemed to set the tone. Yeah, they got a fortuitous bounce on this play, but it was a turnover that was created. Then the speed of Cirelli was evident throughout the period, and they went to the hard areas as well. Alex Corn does a good job.
Yeah, the NBA is really soft.
The puck, he's in a hard area, gets the puck off his backside and in the net, and for a line that had no goals.
I mean, everything's a flagrant foul now. If it's a hard foul, it's always a flagrant. It's stupid, man. Just make it a hard foul, move on.
Simeon Varlamov remains on the bench. Julius
Unless it's a flagrant 2, just move on.
For the Islanders here at the start of period 2 as Ryan Pulock launches this one out of play. Third period begins with a defense pairing of Pulock and Green as Adam Pelech got significantly more ice time than his normal partner Ryan Pulock in that first period.
We saw a couple of different pairings for Barry Trotz and the Islanders to start that game 4, and for Coach Trotz, he started moving some things around. Then he went back to the normal pairings when the game was going on, and then he changed the forward lines around. And
another face-off.
ended up being a big reason why
Center
they
ice.
were able to win that game 4. The line changes up front, so we'll see what he has up his sleeve here. And I think for the Islanders, it's all about chipping away here. Let's tighten up. No more odd-man situations. Let's give our goaltender a chance, but let's chip away here. That's the mindset. Lots of hockey to be played, but let's worry about that first goal. Let's be way better without the puck. Give ourselves a legitimate chance.
Islanders led game 4 3-0 after 2 periods. Hung on to win 3-2. This is full reversal here with a little more time for the Islanders to work with as icing is called against Tampa.
Icing call. 26.
Brings out Brock Nelson with Josh Bailey and Anthony Beauvillier. 3 years ago today, Barry Trotz was introduced as head coach of the New York Islanders. That's 14 days after winning a Stanley Cup with the Washington Capitals and 3 days after resigning as their head coach.
Heck of a duo there with Mr. Lamoriello, Lou Lamoriello in charge, and getting Barry Trotz after winning a Stanley Cup. And since that signing, it has been an incredible renaissance.
Islanders catching the Lightning in a change. It's Beauvillier with a shot. The rebound.
The goal? No.
His centering feet went into the skates of Josh Bailey.
What's up, True? I'm doing good, man.
So the
Islanders had a chance there for a goal.
To keep one out of the net here. Oh, terrible change by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Letty back off the bar.
Is the goal? No. Wow.
There might be plexiglass behind
Man.
at this point.
Islanders missed like 3 chances there for a goal.
Close back in Long Island needed a paint job. This net here is going to need a paint job after the second period. Incredible looks.
Man.
This all started because of the bad change by Tampa, and now the Islanders have some momentum.
New York missed a golden opportunity there to put some
Islanders
to put a puck in the net.
2 posts straight, and then the outside of the net on the third opportunity as Bailey, Nelson, Beauvillier all had looks at the first goal for New York. Beauvillier with a shot blockered away by Vasilevsky. Here comes Pelican, popped in the air, it lands for Gord. He'll help him for McDonough. And McDonough launches this one ahead.
Well, no doubt the Islanders don't get the goal that they are desperately seeking for, but Edzo, you know as well as I, chances like that can boost morale on the bench, and that can sway momentum in their direction. Let's see if they can feed off of that.
Icing called here against the Islanders, who were more dangerous here than at any point in the first.
Yeah, and then here's the one of the
New York
last
is starting to
opportunities. Never gets to the net. Fails
skate a little
clear.
better.
Gets redirected on the way. 1 post, 2 posts, and I think he may have gone to Panaho on the outside of the net on that last one.
Just not able to settle that thing down.
It was a real odd change, too. The defense on the bench, they didn't seem ready for the change.
Bowman shot tipped down and secured by Sorokin.
Well, Bush, let's go back to it. You're talking about it. I had it keyed up here, and they dropped the puck awfully fast there. So the puck is in this area here. But watch Tampa's D here. I mean, this puck has got to get in deep in order for you to change. And this is what starts this whole sequence. Look at this. Now we're going to go for a change now. Now it's almost a 2-on-0 going back the other way. And Beauvillier with an unbelievable chance at Brock Nelson. Watch his puck. It's on edge when he gets it, right? Yeah. Oh,
How did he miss that? Wow. Damn.
Those are ones that, especially come playoff time, those are the ones that keep you up for weeks. When you see a wide open net there and the puck is just jumping around and just won't settle down.
Sorokin makes the save on that. There's 1 goal in the series for Brock Nelson. For Beauvillier, who had a couple of chances, he has no goals in the series and none in his last 8 games. And Josh Bailey had a pretty good look at a goal, which would have been his 2nd straight game with 1. Still 3-0 Tampa after all the excitement down near Andre Vasilevsky. Good hit by Letty, and then good hit by Johnson on Letty. Maroon to the front, right to the blue paint. Comes out the other side for Sergachev. Sergachev angles it down for Maroon. Maroon spins on Zizekas, tries to hold him off. One-handed it to the front, and Mayfield took care of the stick of Colton.
That little help, too, I believe, from Martin coming all the way back. That was a good shift for the 4th line, and then at the end of it, Matt Martin's played some terrific hockey.
Yeah, right. We haven't had a power play yet. You're right.
Every night. He's made a couple of terrific plays defensively, coming all the way back there and preventing a clear opportunity for Tampa.
Barry Trotz talking this morning about Martin and Clutterbuck saying they play hockey, playoff hockey year-round. I don't think they know any other way to play. Here's Bullock. Changes the angle, but didn't fool Stamkos. The block comes out of the zone. Bullock back on it and send it around. Savard keeps it away from Palmieri. Everly got to it on the half wall. He took a hit. Stamkos flies it through center right in front of the Lightning bench. Let's take 1 change defensively as Everly carries in. Barzell presents himself as an option. Everly waits, shoots, clogged down by Vasilevsky.
Nice save.
Try for Palmieri, never made it on goal.
push here. They've got some good feeling going on right now. For them, they're just thinking, as I said a little bit earlier, just thinking about that next goal. You get one, we're going to get the next one. And that's what you have to believe, and they've got a little jump in their step here.
Here's Nelson, Beauvillier, rolls Bailey off the bench to Nelson in the circle. A tough time settling that. Nelson held off McDonough, but his pass across. Lenny kept Kucherov from clearing. Beauvillier dealing. Nelson coming here. Got the stick in the hands of Buda. It's a hooking call. And after the momentum built by the Islanders, it'll be a penalty kill for Barry Trotz's club.
Oh. We got. You want to get the first power play. Looks like Tampa is going on the power play. Yep. So the Lightning will have the first power play opportunity as we're in the second period. So we jinxed it, Eric. we jinxed it. We talked about the power play, and there it is.
Not allow Cole to get that opportunity, but this is a big
hooking, so
right now they need it.
Victor Hedman right off the draw. They shoot it. Got up Sorokin right up around the mask, and he drops down in a heap.
And he almost turned sideways as that shot was coming in. I'm not sure if it caught him in the side of the mask.
It looked like he was just pointing to his neck area.
The puck hit in the net?
That puck was actually inside the paraphernalia there.
Oh, the puck went in like his...
I think he actually caught it right in the throat.
Oh, puck him in the throat.
Right into the chest protector and the sweater there.
That's dangerous.
Ouch.
He doesn't wear one of those plastic neck protectors that kind of dangle.
And why would that be, Boosh?
You know what? It's just a preference, right? You can wear a collar underneath your chest protector, and he has like a neck collar underneath. That protects your collarbone and your neck. But, you know, the thing that dangles, it can be cumbersome. And anytime there's pucks in your feet, it's not for everybody. I know I didn't really like it, but it certainly leaves you exposed at times, especially if you're not crouched down. And watch the puck. I mean, it's right in his neck.
Damn.
Tell you that doesn't feel good, especially if it catches you right on the Bears' skin. Varlamov doesn't appear to be too concerned. It seems like
those backup goalies,
he's going to be fine.
Stop it!
He'll shake it off.
No, they're not. Oh wow, taking them out.
Yeah.
Taking them out?
Oh boy, this is something.
Another goalie change.
Doesn't seem like Sorokin wants to go out here.
Doesn't seem like he's in too much distress.
No, I mean the official came over and told Varlamov to let's go. Let's start getting your stuff on. But looks like Sorokin's trying to buy himself an opportunity to stay in this game. And
I think he just said he's okay.
All right,
okay.
He's okay.
So Varlamov's heart rate got up to about $165.
Well, I guess we're not taking the goalie out.
At least. Yeah, now it's gonna. You can see how he's looking. He's looking up, and that's why he's not really crouched down. And when you're not crouched down, that's where your neck becomes vulnerable. And it's good to see that he is okay.
Well, this is a power play brought to you by AWS for the Tampa Bay Lightning. That was just in the opening seconds of the power play for Tampa, as Hedman will go retrieve this. A Lightning power play that is 2 for 9 in this series. 37.8% in the playoffs overall. It's just their third opportunity in the last 3 games, over 1 in each of the last 2. At one point, I think they were like 43.5% until they cooled off. Here's Cizikas with a shot. He found that puck at the skates of Hedman. Tested past Zalewski again. 45 seconds gone off the Lightning power play. The Warren changing sides of the ice. Kucherov over there for Hedman. Tap down to Stamkos. One more touch pass off the stick of point. Came to Kucherov. Hedman. Stamkos scores!
Goal!
Second tonight for Stamkos.
Hey, another goal. Power play goal.
And it's 4-0 Lightning.
Power play goal for Tampa. 4-0 goals.
The percentages of this lethal power play in these playoffs, and maybe they slowed down a tad, but the puck movement.
As the Frog chirps, croaks 4-0.
Victor Hedman, he just airmails it on the short side of Sorokin.
So power play goal for Tampa.
How that first goal of the hockey game, Enzo, and building the confidence of a guy like Stamkos.
No hesitation, Bush.
None. You know what's remarkable about this top unit, too? 18 power play goals for the Lightning in these playoffs, all 18 by the top unit. Absolutely nothing from their second power play unit.
Yeah, I thought this was a little bit closer.
So many weapons and
still might be, but end up closer. But I thought this would be a very close game.
Second tonight, 7th of the postseason for Stamkos. That's his 4th on the power play. His 10th power play point. The Lightning make quick work of that opportunity as Barzal tries to answer. Good recovery there by McDonough. That puck through to Everly. Shot in by Coleman. Hedman and Kucherov get the assists on the power play goal that expands the Lightning lead. Thompson for Beauvillier. To Thompson, the backhand. It was still there.
Oh, almost a goal for
cleaned up by the Lightning.
Islanders, but no dice.
The Islanders came out with a burst to start the second period. A flurry of chances, none go in. A penalty taken by Nelson, and it's 4-0 Lightning. Kucherov steals the puck at center. Brayton Point takes a moment before floating it in around Ilya Sorokin. Kucherov to the net. Sorokin got back just in time. Turned over by Beauvillier. Hedman to the goal. That shot rattling around and
oh man,
covered up by Sorokin before Milan.
5-1.
7 minutes into the second period. Stamkos has his second. 4-0 Lightning.
I'm gonna say 5-1 final. I'll be right back. I gotta get something real quick. Right back. Ooh, I didn't stop the clock. Damn it. I'm back. All right. I'm gonna say 5-1. I think New York will get 1 goal, but we'll see. But the way Tampa's scoring, hell, they might score 6 goals. The way they're scoring. It's like they're just it's their night.
NHL coaching insights. You go back to Game 4 and you look at some of the numbers. Steven Stamkos there highlighted. Played
It's the
minutes at 5-on-5.
it's Stanley. No, it's not the Stanley Cup. I'm okay now.
You know what? Like I said, did he score? Yes or no? That's what he's here to do. He does tonight, though, Butch. You asked for it, and he delivered.
Yeah, he did. You wondered how long you could keep him off the score sheet, right? And early on in that first period, he put a puck to the net, which kind of set the tone to me that said that, you know what, he's going to be putting pucks on net, simplify, and the chances came after that. So I'm with you. I don't care how far he can skate 250.
Yeah, this game is probably a wrap. I agree.
As long as he shoots pucks, I think that's all that matters.
Plenty of guys skates 5, 6, 7 miles or whatever, and couldn't carry the puck in a pail. But look at it. He gets paid to put the puck in a net, and all looks good, the analytics and all the fancy stuff, but at the end of the day, he's got to create offense, and that's why he gets the big bucks, and he's come up large here in Game 5 along with his teammates, and you said in the open, Booz, you wanted that line to step up, and in Game 4, I talked about the Brock Nelson line, they got the huge goal, and here tonight, the Cirelli-Stamkos line has been pretty special. 5-on-5, and it's Stamkos on the power play.
Travis Zajac carries it, shoots it around the back of Vasilevsky. A.J. Pajot picks it up off the boards. Pearls looking for something, nothing there. Then it's Zajac wrestled away by Ruda. This pass to Coleman, and he will just launch this one out of the zone. Andy Green.
Surprised you not. I'm sorry, I'm not Eagle fan. Never mind. I was saying something else. Eagle fan. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I was going to ask you something, but then never mind.
Right in front of the Lightning bench.
Forgot. You live in Tampa. I was wondering why you don't pull from New York from Tampa.
Sergachev moves to the field and shoots it wide. Picked up by McDonough. McDonough fed it right through the crease. Killorn already has 2 points in this one, was looking for more. And Cirelli unable to hold the line. Right back in, Steven Stamkos for Killorn. Harassed by Everly. Andy Green got involved. Cirelli takes the puck. Cycle down for Killorn. Pressured by Everly. Killorn holding him off with one hand. Killorn takes it around the back again. McDonough made a nice play, but couldn't hold it in the zone, and then winds up throwing this one over the glass.
New York needs to do something.
All the news, scores, stats, and highlights.
They're just getting out skated
of the NHL.
Tonight.
Broken came into this game in the first period. On the other end, Andre Vasilevsky has played every minute of the last 50 playoff games for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
That is remarkable.
Yeah.
The toughest time of year to not have had a game where you get the mercy hook or anything.
Hold in Game 1 of the third-round series in 2018 against the Washington Capitals. That was the last time. It was Louis Domingue who played the third period of that game. Noah Dobson throwing away from Johnson. Matt Martin. The game-winning goal in Game 4, trying to pass back to Delic. It was figured out by Johnson. Stretch pass on.
Almost halfway in this second period.
He still has it. Tried to go to the goal and shut down by
Still
Savard.
4-0 Tampa.
Change there by Tampa. And that Clutterbuck with a hit from behind on Palat. I think he's going to go. Arm is raised to Francis Sharon. We get the whistle.
Is that a penalty? Yes.
As Clutterbuck confronted by Maroon. Well, this is what the Islanders want. They want Tampa to engage.
Altercation there.
Mentioned a little earlier, Brendan, with Pollock and Coleman trying to change the momentum in the hockey game here. Palat takes a quick look, and then the hit from behind. I don't know if it's a boarding or interference or whatever it might be, but Clutterbuck's going to go to the box.
Another penalty is going to be another power play for, looks like Tampa. Another power play
here for Tampa. Front line doing what they're supposed to do, try to change the momentum of a hockey game where
so Tampa Bay will have the second power play opportunity.
Now at 3-0, you had a couple of unbelievable chances to make it 3-1 for sure. And then the power play goal, it's 4-0, and now Tampa going back on the power play, looking for number 5. They're 1 for 1 on the power play.
So Tampa's already scored
Stamkos
early in his period on the power play.
Here's point for Killorn. Up into by Komarov. And that point here to the round. Pajot intercepts, shoots it down the ice. And off the stick of Killorn, off the back glass. Mayfield dealing with Killorn. Zajac for the moment. Could not slip it through Kucherov. Now Killorn gets it set up to Stamkos. Stamkos with a quick pass Edmund's way. Edmund moves, drags back Stamkos from the circle. Stamkos tried to go rink wide. It was deflected instead, and then Stamkos was really wide. Mayfield offered the shot.
Thought there was a goal there, but no.
Kucherov quickly down to Killorn on the goal line. Stamkos was creeping in, and Sorokin got the stick out to deflect it away.
Good anticipation there by the young goaltender.
recognizing what the options were when Killorn got the puck off the side of the net. Right part of your screen is Steven Stamkos. Killorn's got it. Bruce, we talked about that play earlier in the series. If Killorn wants, he could just take that puck to the net.
25 shots on goal for the Lightning Bolts.
Play from Pajot, but it all started initially with the stick of the young goaltender.
Yeah, only 10 for Islanders.
Blue paint is it indeed the goaltender's responsibility when that puck goes through there to try to stop it or poke check it when it goes through like that?
I feel like you have a responsibility to try and help out there. Absolutely. I mean, it's how you position your stick is really the important part. Where the puck is in the blue paint, if it's far out, you may extend yourself a little more. That's where you got to be careful. If you start telegraphing it, that's where a guy like Killorn could go to school on that and make the quick jam at the goaltender's feet. So you just want to make sure that you're patient in that play if you're a goaltender.
Final 15 seconds on the Clutterbuck interference minor.
Actually, it's about to expire.
Moved over from McDonough. He gets it back from Johnson. Ryan McDonough. Johnson. Johnny Gord. Johnson calling for it back. Clutterbuck out of the box. Johnson can try to finish our
power play is over.
Kicked around for Clutterbuck.
Penalty kill for the New York Islanders.
As Clutterbuck works it in. That's Barr. Then by Zajac. Advance the puck to block. Flip to center. Approaching 8 minutes to play here in the second period. Lightning built a 3-0 lead in the first and added to it on a power play goal from Stamkos here in the second. The crowd reacts to Coleman's hit on Jordan Eberle. McDonough to Coleman. Slipped on here, Cirelli with a full head of steam. Cirelli takes it around, and Letty with a nice stop. Take that off his stick. Cirelli, out top side, takes a look into the skates of Palmieri. We're trying to keep it alive. With a little help from Cirelli, he does. Goudreau, Coleman, pulled it out of the pile. Coleman trying to slip through, and a penalty called here.
Another penalty.
A tripping call going against Palmieri.
Another penalty.
Earlier today, we lost Tom Curvers after his long career.
Another penalty.
A Hobie Baker winner in Minnesota Duluth, a Stanley Cup champion, 11-year NHLer, and a long-time front office man in the league.
I think this is gonna be against New York again.
If you were his friend, you were blessed. A great soul, a brother. Condolences to his 4 children, his wife Heather, his family, and friends. You inspired all of us, DK. Rest in peace, brother. Tom Curvers was 58 years old.
Yeah. So we got a timeout. Timeout on the ice. Yeah, so it's not looking good if you're an Islanders fan. Not looking good at all. So it's 4-0. We're in the second period, 7:20 to go. Another power play opportunity for Tampa. I think this game is pretty much toast for New York. They're gonna have to try to win Game 6 back at home. The Sixers, I don't think so. I don't think they fired Rivers yet.
Kyle Palmieri called for tripping, a power play for the Lightning. their third
the
of the
Islanders.
game, their third
So,
of the
little power
period,
play.
their third in just about a 9-minute stretch. Scored on their first to make it 4-0. They did not have a shot on their second power play. Edmonds dropped pass to Braden Point, who has goals in 7 consecutive playoff games. Killorn wrestled off the puck by Pajot, but not cleared. The second effort swiped it off the stick of Hedman. He went for a change, did Pajot. That'll allow a little extra time for the Lightning to get set up in the zone. But Casey Cizikas causing problems. Pellick will give it to him. Cizikas with a little daylight coming in down the wing. Trying to get through Hedman. Decided to just try and eat some clocks. He took it to the corner and made life difficult for Hedman.
That was a real good play there by Cizikas and Pellick along those boards to win that battle.
Haven't the Diamondbacks lost like 22 in a row on the road or something like that?
Kucherov looking for Stamkos, kicked out by Sorokin. They set it up for Killorn. He waits. Kucherov to Stamkos. No angle. Played out high once again. Kucherov dusts it off. Thinking about it. Now shoots it. Shut down and cleared. Islanders survive the first unit. As Tampa makes changes here with 33 seconds left on their power play. A long little stutter step on Bailey. Can't catch up to the puck again. Mayfield moves to the middle of the ice.
Looking to gain some momentum here. The Islanders with a couple of solid PKs here in this second period. The last two in particular.
Sergachev to Gord from the dot. Slid it down across the ice for Maroon. He had to settle it. Allowed Sorokin to make the save.
Almost another goal.
Well, if you're the Islanders, right, get this killed, and you want to get one before the end of the period. That's the mindset. I mean, they had their chances. Right? Yeah, they had their chances to start this period. And if nothing else, just build some momentum for yourself going forward. It's critical that Sorokin is able to slam the door right here, though. They can't give up that net point. I know that's the obvious.
Sorokin along that post is able to cover up. So the Islanders complete another penalty kill. Inside 5 minutes to go in the second period of Game 5.
4:53 to go in the second period. Oh, great, man. So, yeah, this is, if you're a Lightning fan, this was a good game. If you're an Islander fan, not so much. Yeah, the Diamondbacks are not good. Yankees are heating up. Well, they need to heat up. They're like, 5 games out the wild card. They need to heat up. All right, here we go. Back to action.
Fourth career 2-goal playoff game for Steven Stamkos, who has never had a hat trick in the postseason. It has been all Lightning so far in this one. 4-0 the score, 28-10 the shots. Somebody will be facing elimination on Wednesday night at Nassau Coliseum And if nothing changes, it will be the Islanders on home ice. Both series tied after 4 games. Vegas and Montreal evening things up last night. Face-off won by Komarov, and Matt Barzal leaves it for Nick Leddy. Barzal points in 7 of his last 9 games. Hasn't been able to get anything going so far in this one as the Islanders are offside.
It's one of those situations there for Barzal where he's got to recognize there are 5 blue sweaters all probably within about a 60-foot range there, and just holding the blue line and say, look, we know you don't want to dump the puck in and go get it, so you're going to try to pass it through us or stick handle your way through. You're going to have to beat 2, 3, 4 guys, and sometimes less is more when you got all those guys back. So it's may not pay dividends in this second period, Brendan, or in the third period, but it may pay dividends at some point in Game 6 or if we get to a Game 7.
He's trying to be loud on the TV.
Okay,
little bastard.
Live to fight another day mentality when you're playing a playoff hockey game.
Oh, another little. Man. You don't follow hockey. I don't follow hockey much either. I'm just trying something different.
This has been the outlier of the series so far. Islanders took Game 1 2-1. Lightning 4-2 winners in Game 2. 2-1 winners in Game 3.
Oh, goal!
For the 5th time.
5th time.
Maybe redirected by Palat in front of the net. Face-off win. Savard with the shot. And the puck definitely changed direction.
5-0. Lightning bolts.
Savard did a nice job. This puck was rolling on him.
Finito.
He settles it down. He moves over. And then the quick shot. Yeah, Andre Palat with the hand-eye coordination. Sorokin looking to the stick side. And it just changes direction and goes right back to where he was.
Yeah, a difficult save for Sorokin, right? I mean, this is going to his blocker side. Great hand-eye coordination. Point right there. Watch, he's got Komarov tied up. Not sure if he's holding the stick there, but good redirection by Palat. It all comes off a face-off win, and it's just been a glorious night for Tampa Bay so far.
Here they come again. 5 goals on 29 shots for the Lightning in Game 5 so far. Still 24 minutes left in this one. Thompson shoots it in. Vasilevsky. Around the boards, Brock Nelson. Slips on through for Beauvillier, right on, and a save from Vasilevsky.
New York had a chance there, but no dice.
First chance in a long time for the New York Islanders. Mayfield, wrong feet ahead, deflected by Bailey, so there is no icing. Maroon sets up for Ross Colton. Colton with speed. His shot turned away.
Nice stretch pass there, and speed from underneath by Colton. He takes a big hit from
Well, I said
Martin.
5-1.
Maroon takes a run at Martin.
Tampa, so we'll see that old
clean
school.
exit by Tampa that's pretty much had their way all night long in that area of the game.
Waterbuck trying from an odd angle, and then Matt Martin and Schengen.
Yeah, I thought this game would be locked.
Whoa,
we got a fight.
Shit. It doesn't last long.
Well, Martin went to the blue paint, and
Yeah, about time.
now Martin wants a piece of Maroon.
It's about time we had a
Martin went to the
fight.
blue paint, and there was some contact with Vasilevsky. So it was the shot by Colton that pushed Martin into Schenn, and then Schenn into the goaltender. Now, Schenn doesn't know that. It was a domino effect. But clearly you saw the push by Colton. Right there. Vasilevsky wasn't that much. But both players decided to drop the gloves. And
So why are we throwing punches, hitting people in the helmet, with the hitting people with little helmets on?
Blocked there by Martin.
They're kind of dumb.
He blocked the left of
I mean, aren't you going to break your hand if you're somebody wearing a helmet like that?
Seem to have a little run-in the corner to the right of Sorokin. Moments before that in the Islander zone.
Just like the NFL, when people like throw punches when somebody's wearing a helmet. That doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know.
The step in there by Maroon. Look at you're down 5-0. You're expecting some sort of a response, and the Islanders have certainly pushed and really came so close and early in this period.
Ooh, nice save for Tampa.
It was 3-0 to make it 3-1, and now all of a sudden it's 5. And already on edge and frustrated, but face-off win.
Raining.
Letty walks in. He's got room to
I thought it was
attack.
supposed to rain
Really
overnight.
nice
I guess not.
over, and Pajot, who won the face-off, is all by himself. A good stop there, moving right to left by Vasilevsky. Face-off win for Pajot. Score takes it in for Palmieri, moved it on for Hedman, and a penalty call here on Pajot as he got his stick in the skates of Hedman. Yanni Gord off the glove of Sorokin.
And we got another penalty?
Lay there for a moment. He dives
Looks
on
like
top.
so, yes. Another penalty.
Fourth power play of the period.
And the penalty for the
that's 2 offensive zone.
another power play for
the New
Tampa.
York Islanders this period. Pajot right there with the stick on the feet of Hedman. Think back to the start that they had to the period. They had some opportunities. Brock Nelson took the offensive zone penalty, which eventually Steven Stamkos scored on the ensuing.
New York just needs to go home. This game is over.
One of those nights for Barry Trotz and his group, where everything that they are doing just seems to be going against them.
Power play here for the Lightning. It is Braden Point for Hedman. Hedman lost control, but Stamkos right there. Killorn. He gets tapped it away from Kucherov, but couldn't clear it. Good retrieval there. Sorry, Ryan. Real good retrieval by Tampa. They score!
Goal again! Wow. Another goal for the Lightning. Make it 6-0.
Killorn gets it. He's net front. We talked a lot about the second line. And
6-0.
good job by Hedman to get to the middle of the ice. Watch Killorn in front. There's the stick, the redirect off the bar, and in. And that's where Killorn spends a lot of his time on this power play. His net front, he times it perfectly.
Wow.
The redirect, and Tampa continues to pour it on.
It's been a
We talked about
blowout.
puck retrieval, right? That's what I was just talking about when this all happened. Look at this. It's a loose puck, right? Who's going to get it? 3 guys on one side of the ice for Tampa. They move it around, and the puck ends up in the back of the net. The quick little shot, the hand-eye from Killorn. But the one thing with this power play, yeah, there's so many options, and yeah, they got world-class skill. But they're when their pucks are loose, all coaches will tell you, any good power play, you need puck retrieval. And we certainly saw it right there. Now it's Braden.
Breaking away for Tampa.
His shot.
Nice save.
By Sorokin. Point able to pick up his own rebound. Feed McDonough. That shot was blocked by Beauvillier. Haley sends it over for Brock Nelson. Nelson's shot stopped by McDonough. Islanders were only shorthanded twice in 2 games on the island. Nelson and McDonough. The stick came up on the stick came up on Nelson. They were cross-checking each other, and then McDonough got one up high, and Nelson hit the deck. They're right in front of you. Little push,
That frog's
little
trying to be louder than TV.
little cross-check, and then right up top. I don't know if it caught Nelson in the neck or in the mouth, but Nelson hits the deck. Both players got their money's worth there.
We got a 4-on-4 now?
First power play of the game for the Islanders.
Or, nope, no power play for Islanders.
19 seconds to go in the second period.
So New York has their first power play of the night.
It is Beauvillier, Barzell, Eberle, Pajot, and Ryan Pulock. The unit for Barry Trotz and the Islanders, Hedman, Ruda, Goudreau, and Coleman. Out for the lightning kill, and it starts with a face-off win for Tampa and a Hedman clear. Islanders power play is 1 for 11 in the series as Pajot whistles one over top of the net. Eberle lost it. Hedman will shoot it down into the final minute. Islanders were 0 for 3 on the power play in Game 4, which included the power play as time expired in regulation. Hedman was called for the trip late on Clutterbuck. Pollock to Beauvillier. Ripping it. It's to Barzell. Out high from Pollock. The pressure came to Galore. Moved it back to Barzell. Pajot engaged with Hedman in front. His pass comes to Pollock. Now Eberle. Drags it deeper. Pollock over for Barzell in the circle. 20 to go in the period. All power play time for New York. Eberle in the right circle. Rink wide feet sets up Barzell. Pollock straight away. Doesn't shoot. His pass in the skates.
Got to shoot it from the middle of the ice there.
Beauvillier puts it just wide through the blue
That's
paint.
going to get it. Perry's over.
Luck, it's stolen away by Killorn. Checks the clock. Time winding down, and that will do it for period number 2.
Oh, Barzell with a big cross check right to the face
So
of
we
Jan
are
Rutta.
done with 2 periods.
Right in front of me.
And we got a lightning bolt player down
We caught him right in the face.
on the ice. A lot of fighting going on. So I think New York is they're just frustrated.
You can sense the frustration on the Islander bench.
There's frustration by New York because they're just getting out skated tonight.
There we'll get a
It's not
look at
even
it.
close.
The battle in front with Pajot and Rutta. And then eventually the puck clears. Rutta and Barzell with some words. And right there, that cross check right to the face.
Yeah.
And Francis Chiron immediately came over and signaled out.
So second period is done. That's what we scored. Tampa scored 3 in the first, now 3 in the second.
So is this the glove, or it is indeed the stick to the head of Jan Rutta?
Well, we probably have to get another look at it. I thought initially it was a stick in front of me, but it happened so fast that I could be.
Penalty on the play. It plays under review.
So they're going to review, look at the replays.
All right, I'll be back. Just
make their decision.
be back. This period's over. We'll be back. All right, back. Ooh-wee. Yeah, so, man, what a blowout. What a blowout. What a blowout. 6-0. Man. Wow. Didn't see this coming. I thought this would be a better game. I mean, this was 2-2. I thought it'd be a little better on that. But guess not. So, second intermission. I only got 21 minutes to go before this game is done. What's up, Mike? Hockey. 6-0. 6-0. Crazy, huh? Don't see many 6-0 hockey games. I mean, geez. But Tampa just been out skating them the whole game. Yeah, Tampa's out skating the whole game. So. Actually, I do enjoy doing hockey. Actually, I do. I'm enjoying it. So.
Here for the final 20 minutes of play.
At least give yourself something to build off of. They haven't played Islander hockey yet all game long. I've seen them turn pucks over. They haven't been first on pucks. I haven't seen the physicality. Give yourself something that you can build momentum, lead the next.
Yeah. That's your favorite sport is hockey? If I get the sound in my, if I get the TV sound and then.
One positive about these kinds of games that you get blown out is that sometimes in a weird way they're almost easier to forget, and you can come back.
Yes, hockey's kind of cool to
finish on a good note.
watch. I agree.
Wednesday, that is. Yeah, not a bad atmosphere to get your juices going for the New York Islanders. But coming up next, speaking of, we're headed to for this series, game number 5 between the Golden Knights and the Montreal Canadiens. And it was interesting last night. Robin Leonard had himself a great performance. We'll talk about it next.
They got a major at the end of the period.
Okay. To have the chance to play hockey.
When I was a kid, I didn't have access to ice. It means a lot to me that kids who might never ever.
Wow, he got a major penalty.
Inspired by Richard Payne's command.
Was kind of unnecessary because he cross-checked him in the throat. Looked like. So, yeah.
See the full story at NHL.com/discover.
It probably wasn't a smart move to cross-check him in the neck area, but oh well.
Rough roads all the way down.
He must have been pissed.
They're on these Cooper Discover and Duramax tires. Without them,
oh, he's ejected from the game also. Probably deserved it.
So go with the Coopers. Super.
The Meister grows his hockey hand.
Yeah, if the Islanders scored 7 goals in the third period,
because he is.
Yeah, who knows, man? Wait, what if they score? It's not going to happen, but yeah, what if, huh? Maybe we'll go streaking into the quad, through the quad into the gymnasium. Yeah, we'll all go streaking if New York actually comes back and win this game, which isn't going to happen. But I wonder what the record is of goals in one period. Where's Russell Johnson? Russell Johnson would find that in like 2 seconds. That'd be a good trivia question. What's the record number of goals in one period? It's probably insane a number. Yeah, I'd probably be surprised if if you said the number. What's up, Morales? Hello, Morales. Yeah, if the Islanders win an Eli Manning jersey, you should tell me to wear an Eli Manning Ole Miss jersey. That would be that would really irk me if I had to wear an Eli Manning Ole Miss jersey. Yeah. You can't come back if you're Ben Simmons. You gotta leave. If you're Ben Simmons, you gotta leave. Man. So tomorrow is what the Canadians and the Golden Knights. That one's 2-2. Yeah, his contract is awful. Your Lightning are probably going to be in the finals if they keep playing like this. Yeah, who's going to trade for Ben Simmons when he's getting $30 million a year? That's a albatross contract, man. I mean, that's just he can't shoot. He couldn't shoot when he was here at LSU. He couldn't shoot. I thought for sure when he went to the NBA, somebody would teach him how to shoot. But yeah, he might. But you're right, Eric. That he might get fined for that hit. That was unnecessary. I understand that the Islanders are probably frustrated, but that wasn't a very smart play to cross-check somebody up like in the neck area. Yeah, so tomorrow night, of course, I'll be at dinner tomorrow night. So, I might do Game 6, Wednesday of this game. But it could because the Lightning might have a chance to close it out Wednesday night. So that's the problem with Ben Simmons. He just cannot shoot. He passes up shots. He can't make a free throw. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, he was what 33% from the free throw line. That's Shaq can do better than that. That's crazy. It's crazy how horrible he is from even for the free throw line. Man, I mean, and you can't play him at the end of the game because he's unplayable. So, man. Wow. Man. But wait, what's going to happen with Embiid? Is Embiid? I think Eagle Fang said he thinks Embiid's going to request a trade. Wouldn't be surprised if Embiid asked for a trade. But I mean, this process that the Sixers did, when they were tanking all those years and getting #1 picks, really hasn't gotten them much. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, they all those picks they got, top picks. Then they pick Fultz. What happened to him? He couldn't shoot either. Whatever happened? What was his name? Markelle Fultz. I think that's his name. Whatever happened to him? I mean, he couldn't shoot either, and they pick him. This is some bad draft picks. Oh, he's with the Magic now. It's bad. Well, he couldn't get any worse. He couldn't get any worse with his shooting motion. I mean, hell, he was horrible when he first came in the league. He couldn't. He was awful. So, like I said, I thought for sure somebody would teach Ben Simmons how to shoot the basketball. I mean, he's. I don't know. I don't know if he's just lazy and just doesn't want to learn, or he just can't shoot. Obviously, they don't have great teachers because Ben Simmons hasn't improved at all. So, I mean, he hasn't. I mean, he just hasn't improved at all. Like I said, since he came out of college, when he was in LSU, he just hasn't improved. It's crazy. He's a guard and he can't shoot. Sixers are they're $19 million over the luxury tax. That's peace. That's one thing about which basketball had a hard cap. Wish they had a hard cap, which kind of limited these teams. It would limit the the super teams everybody wants to have. Yeah, Ben Simmons. He can't ball with the His freaking gutter. He's pissing me off. Yeah, I mean, Ben Simmons was just everybody thought he was a can't miss prospect out of LSU. People thought that he would just get better. I mean, he is talented. He just can't shoot. Just can't shoot. When Kawhi hit that bucket at the end of the game, that was crazy because I was getting ready to. I thought that game was going to go in overtime, and I didn't do the game on YouTube, but I was going to do the overtime game, the overtime period. I had everything set up. I thought that game was going in overtime, and then Kawhi hit the shot, and no dice. That was funny. I was like, well, I guess I'm not doing the overtime period. I rushed to get the stream all set up, thinking it was going to go to overtime. It was crazy. Yeah, if you're going to tank, you better have a plan. Better have a plan to. Yeah, they got rid of Hinkie. They got rid of him, which was probably not a smart move. So, Eagle Fang, Saturday, I told you I do DoorDash, right? Saturday DoorDash, their system crashed, and nobody was getting orders. Like none of us drivers were getting orders, and food was sitting at restaurants for like over an hour, and it was chaos. It was crazy. Something happened. Something happened, and it just everything crashed. It probably cost DoorDash a lot of money because a lot of pissed off customers, dashers, and then restaurants that couldn't get food delivered. It was crazy. I knew something was wrong because I stopped getting orders, and then they said they couldn't find me. So then you can't find me, and my phone's on, and I knew something was wrong. It was funny. I mean, ooh, man. Wow. So, crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be
That would be a terrible loss. I mean, it's been a frustrating night, and you know you take your licks in a loss like this, but if it turns into a one-game suspension or anything like that, I mean, that would be a tough break for the New York Islanders. And I agree with you. If he could just get the fine, I think he would be thrilled with that right now.
Do not see Jan Ruda on the bench for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
So third
to this point, but
and final period coming up. This will be the final period.
After the fact, at the end of the second period, the league looks at all points,
this will be the final period.
Penalties or not. And I don't think there's any doubt that will be looked at. And
all right, so third and final period underway. 6-0 Tampa Bay.
Over the next period of time.
So the third period starts 4-on-4. All of that happened while the Islanders were on a power play. McDonough is in the box, finishing out that penalty. Shen and Martin are in the box, finishing up their 5-minute fighting majors. Eberle and Cirelli were giving roughing minors at the 20-minute mark.
We got 4-on-4 to start this third period.
Matt Barzell at the 20-minute mark.
New York might be out of a player for a game or two
right now
if it goes that way.
Pajot was assessed the roughing minor. Eberle is serving Barzell. We got that all straight? Okay, we're good to go. It is now a power play for the next 4+ minutes for the Tampa Bay Lightning unless something changes. And again, a goal wouldn't change that. Lightning have already scored twice on the power play. 2 goals for Killorn in the game, 2 goals for Stamkos in the game.
They got the #1 power play unit here looking to go up a touchdown.
Andy Green with the clear. Tampa Bay has only had 1 hat trick playoff history. That is Tyler Johnson. They have 2 players on the ice with 2 goals apiece. Killorn looking for Point, who has scored in 7 straight games.
You know his teammates are looking to set him up to continue that streak.
Kucherov bumps it to Point. Point pulled it away from Komarov. Here now for Killorn. Killorn hands off to Kucherov. Killorn once again on the goal line. Looking and waiting. Finds a way to get it to Stamkos. Kucherov for Point. He's
scored! Ooh, goal, yes! Another goal!
Brayden Point has scored it.
Another goal for Tampa at 7-0. Man, another goal. Man. So touchdown, extra point. And the Buccaneers lead the Giants 7-0, or the Jets. So I'll call them the Jets. So Buccaneers 7, Jets 0. Man. Did not see this coming tonight. I did not see this game coming at all.
It started in Game 3 against Carolina. It is now Game 5 against the Islanders, and he scored every game. It's a power play goal, and it's still a power play for the Lightning. Block to Gord. He gives it away to Josh Bailey.
I kind of want to see 10.
One player in the history of the National Hockey League.
I kind of want to see 10 goals.
When it comes to consecutive goal-scoring streak. And that's Reggie Leach, as we talked about a little bit earlier in this game.
Zigas with a shot.
At 10 in a row.
That was in 1976. The only player that scored more than 7. The guys that scored in 7 was a pretty impressive list that Point was a part of. That he has now separated himself from. Mario Lemieux twice. Claude Lemieux was the last one to do it. Sakic, LaFontaine.
Pat Maroon's on the Islander bench.
It was for a moment there with Cal Clutter.
It was more than a moment. He actually was in there for, what was it, Bush? He was in there for what, about 8 seconds?
About that. And Clutterbuck gave a little shove, told him to get out of here.
We saw Hedman almost go on the bench at the end of that second period. There's a lot of room on that Islander bench for him. I might have noticed him. Saving space by Cirelli. 3 guys in the box, 1 guy ejected into the leaves lots of room for Pat Maroon.
Here's the play. Here's Pat Maroon, right? Where's his bench? Well, his bench is over here, but you know what? He gets a little help, too. Watch. Clutterbuck, yeah, I'm just going to go inside the bench. I'm going to stand here for a while. There he is. One of these things doesn't belong here.
Well, we pointed out Maroon is one of those guys in warm-up, right? He's always by the red line. He's always trying to engage with the opposition. He's always got something to say every time he comes to his own bench. I think for Clutterbuck, I think he just says, we'll talk to you next game. I think at this point, no sense in engaging. Yeah.
It is 9 consecutive goals scored by Tampa, dating back to the third period of Game 4 at the Coliseum.
This #1 power play unit back out again on this 5-minute major.
And here's Hedman walking in. Plays it over for McDonough. And Sorokin got a piece.
We've added McDonough.
Here's Hedman. Kucherov. Point again. Sorokin in a full split, able to keep it out. Tampa knocking on the door again. This time it is Komarov declared. 45 seconds left. The 5-minute major assessed to Matt Barzell being served by Jordan Eberle.
Kucherov and Komarov having words as they were exiting the ice.
Sergachev tried to dump that one in and hit Cirelli and wound up in the seats.
Here, Palat right on the doorstep. The toe save there by Sorokin. Kucherov not able to get that cleanly to Point, but Point still stays with it, and Palat the opportunity, and Sorokin having to come up with a couple of saves. And it's difficult as a guy that comes off the bench to have to do this type of mop-up duty. It's not a fun task for a goaltender. And Sorokin, who is so good earlier in the series, he's just going to have to take this one on the chin for his team. And for him, you just hope that no more goes past him, because it's not a fun 20 minutes to play, these last 20 minutes when the score is this lopsided.
Varlamov started the game, was pulled after 3 goals in the first period by the Lightning. Sorokin came in at that point. Varlamov played 15 minutes, 27 seconds of this game. Jordan Eberle is out of the box. The Islanders are back at full strength as Bailey kept that one away. Then Nelson floats it. It's played down by Eberle. I say legally. The play continues. 5.5 gone by here in the third period. Nick Leddy bumps it down the boards, gets it back from Eberle. Using the skates across to Dobson. Into the slot for Bailey. The give and go back to Dobson. Better whip it to the front. McDonough shut it down. Coleman ahead for Gord. Gord takes an extra second. Skated it to by Gaudreau. Quick turn and a pass redirected by Nelson.
So one thing Tampa does just such a good job of is when they enter the zone, they're able to buy some time and then look for that support from the back end. That second and third wave of offensive attack just makes it so difficult as Sorokin is able to freeze that puck. It's all Tampa here in Game 5.
New York was able to save that shot. One of the very few times that they saved the shot. So, commercial break. Nine nothing final. Very well, might see a 9-0 final. Man, this has been not a very good, not a very entertaining game for a casual fan like myself. I thought this game would be a little bit close. I thought this game maybe would be a little bit closer than 7-0. But Tampa Bay, they just outskated New York all night. Hasn't really been close ever since the puck dropped the game. Tampa's outskated them. It's like New York is skating with weights on their weights on.
Let's go inside the glass, sponsored by Toyota. Here's Bruce.
Yeah, thanks, Brendan. A lot of talk about the Tampa Bay power play coming into this series. Only 2 for 9 coming into game number 5, but boy, did they erupt in this hockey game. Steven Stamkos with the first power play goal made it 4-0. Then Alex Killorn with the redirect in front made it 6-0. And then here in the third period, Braden Point scores once again, this one during the 5-minute major. Made the score 7-0. So a power play that really didn't have a lot going on in this series all of a sudden has erupted for 3 goals here tonight.
13 power plays for Tampa in their 3 home games, only 2 in their 2 road games. Some of those penalties, I think, certainly preventable. Those offensive zone faceoffs, right? Or excuse me, offensive zone type of penalties. And those are the ones that you could certainly correct. So for the Islanders to try to improve on, get back to the old barn on Wednesday night for Game 6.
Oh, absolutely, because you think about the start of the second period, they had some chances, they hit some posts, and if 1 or 2 of those go in, you wonder what if, but then the offensive zone penalty by Brock Nelson and then the quick strike by Stamkos really just seemed to put the Islanders on their heels at that point. And I'm sure Barry Trotz will mention the thought of having offensive zone penalties, especially against this team. The discipline has been so good for the Islanders up to this point.
Ryan Pollock looking for a lane. Blocked by Sergachev. Now it's Pelech. When you're struggling in a game, you're just looking for one thing to change the momentum. And you mentioned a couple of posts, missed opportunities, great save by Vasilevsky. Just never able to get back on track. Ross Colton whistles one high off the glass and caroms to center for Pat Maroon. 7 goals on 36 shots overall for the Lightning. Islanders have just 14 shots in the game. No icing here. Leddy will have to come get it. Leddy moves it, count Clutterbuck. Passed over for Scott Mayfield. Zeke is headed to the net. Now was shut down immediately by McDonough. Zeke is on the steal. It's past the corner. Scored for Coleman and in. Islanders playing this third period without Matt Barzal. Tampa Bay playing this third period without Jan Ruda. At the result of the cross check delivered by Barzal right at the buzzer of the second period. Quite honestly, Brendan, unless something crazy happens here, I think for the Islanders,
the Astros up 7-0.
About what could take place with Matthew Barzal moving forward here, and then you lost 7-0, but you're down 3-2 in a series. That's just wait. If you lose 2-1, you lose 7-0. But I think the bigger concern is what's going to take place over the course of the next 24 hours plus. If there's a suspension handed down or just a fine to Matthew Barzal. Great job, Stump. We know in just less than 48 hours, these two teams will play at Nassau Coliseum. The Islanders more than likely facing elimination. And the Lightning 1 win away from return trip to the Stanley Cup Final. Your Fast family is back. Fast and Furious F9 in theaters
F9,
Friday.
Fast and Furious 9. I thought they would have ended that series
I
once
think for the Islanders,
Paul Walker died. But
part of the game that has to get cleaned up, and Bruce touched on it, showed us a little bit earlier in the game, is the ability for the Tampa Bay Lightning to work themselves through the middle of the ice against the New York Islanders defense. And
That's something that they're going to have to get cleaned up really fast.
Yeah, there was no disruption whatsoever, right? For Tampa Bay in that first period. They basically went from behind their goal line to the offensive zone with absolute ease. And that to me was shocking from the Islanders' standpoint. I don't know if it was just a case of too much respect or just not being sharp as to how they wanted to carry out their systems in the neutral zone, but it was not indicative of how the New York Islanders typically play. Usually it's very difficult.
It's the opposite, right?
To get through the neutral zone, and we just didn't see that early on. And look, the first period, that's fine. You know, you can be down 3-0. We talk about momentum surges all the time. You know, if things would have played out a little differently in that second period, of course we can talk about what ifs, but I think this game just was one of those games where everything just got away from them and they were never able to get back on track. And I agree. I think it's going to be all about the Barzal situation. Mm-hmm. I also wonder, would they consider bringing in some fresh legs like an Oliver Wahlstrom in Game 6 on home ice? I know that might be a tall task for a young player, but something to think about from the Islanders' standpoint.
Oliver Wahlstrom hasn't played since Game 5.
This game is really, man, boring as hell, man. 7-0. I couldn't have picked a more boring game to watch. Man.
Barzal was not able to play. I mean, then you might really be looking at a situation where he could enter the lineup.
That shot swallowed up there by Andrei Vasilevsky. Perfect so far on just 15 shots. And see Oliver Wahlstrom, 11th overall pick in 2018, scored 12 goals in 44 games this year in his rookie season.
And you've seen other teams, right, where they're not afraid to go to young guys. You look at Montreal, Cole Caulfield didn't start the playoffs. They inserted him in the lineup, and he's brought some energy to that hockey club. It's a much more commonplace today than it was 10, 12 years ago.
This is gloved out by Gord, given on for Goudreau. The shot kicked away by Sorokin.
And one other thing, talking about adjustments and what have you, but back in the first period, we had Tampa with 8 odd-man situations in that first period. And I said, Islanders
taking the breakaway.
Give up that many in a week when they're playing 3+ games.
The Lightning had no chance there for no goal, but
give Tampa full marks. And
the Islanders found how to play some defense.
For the Islanders, it's about holding serve to give yourself a chance to get back here in Tampa on a Friday night and force a Game 7.
Finally.
Anthony Beauvillier for Jordan Eberle. The Islanders looking them out. At least something to build off of.
Even the Frogs, man.
Ryan Pollock let go of the rock, and it got trapped by Jordan Eberle, and he is down.
Got an Islander down.
And they will blow it down as Ryan Pollock. He's got a weapon back there, and a little friendly fire on Jordan Eberle, who is on his way back to the bench.
Timeout. I'll go get some more water. Be right back. Oh, man. All right. Yes, this is a 7-0 lead for the Buccaneers over the Jets. Man. Did not see this coming. I thought this would be a lot closer. A lot closer game. Maybe game 6 will be a little bit closer back in the Coliseum. If you're an Islanders fan, you better hope it's closer. Jeez. But hope it's closer.
Pollock shot here as it hits Eberle in front. Seems to catch him right in the midsection. I don't even know that he saw it coming, to be honest with you. And this adds insult to injury or injury to insult, I guess, considering how difficult the night it's been. He's still having discomfort on the bench, trying to shake it off. Brian Pollock has had his shot clocked at 105 miles per hour. Not suggesting that that's what that was, but that was a heavy shot. Yeah, it was. He could drift it. He could really let it go. Shoot it that hard, you just see it. You know, everybody can shoot it pretty hard, but the ones that can go 105, 106, it just jumps off the stick in a way that other guys, it just doesn't. And you can tell right away that that one stung Eberle. 8:40 to go here in Game 5. It's a 7-0 lead for the Tampa Bay Lightning. 7 goals would be the worst playoff loss for the Islanders in their history. Braden Point has a wide open Palat.
Ooh, almost another goal.
Puck came off of the stick of Braden Point, and it's a good thing for the Islanders. Watch the
almost
play here,
another
left
goal
side of
for
your
the
screen.
Lightning
Here comes
goals.
Point. Watch this puck come off of his stick. The puck was rolling, and he fans on it. And Palat, all he can do is just get a little bit of wood on it there. A great pickup by our crew. Point was not happy with not able to execute that play. And not surprising when you got world-class players that this is nice to see make a mistake every once in a while, or at least not make the right play all the time.
Down the ice.
Just see that he
Shot
wasn't
on goal is
thrilled. He had a
blocked
chance to
away.
set up his line mate, and the play exploded on him once that puck started rolling. 3 different players have 3 points in the game for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Alex Killorn has 2 goals and an assist. Steven Stamkos the same. There is
Goal!
Luke Shen from out near the blue line. Bounced one through. That puck goes in off of Ryan Pollock in front of the net. Maroon gets the puck back to the point. Quick little bumper play. Watch in front of the net. The shot from Luke Shen.
Oh, went off the Islanders' skate.
Right off the right skate of Ryan Pollock. And Tampa
That's some bad luck.
An 8th spot.
I mean, that's when you know it's not your night. It goes off the defensive skate and goes in the goal. In the net. 8-0.
Shen gets his first of the playoffs. And if the Islanders could, they would ask the officials to go ahead and just play running time the rest of the way and get out of Dodge and get home and get ready for a home crowd that's going to be energized and try to help their team force a Game 7 here on Friday.
Oh, and that's the thing, right? I mean, you lose a game like this, and the question is, does it sting more that you lost like this, or if you lost a triple overtime nail biter?
I mean, for a playoff, even for a playoff game,
games are easier to just flush down the toilet, reset.
I mean, for a playoff game, you don't see many games like this. Even regular season, I mean, 8-0, that's unheard of.
I think a game like this is just easier to flush and forget about, and just get your mindset that they will be coming back to Tampa for Game 7. That's what you have to tell yourself.
1 o'clock. Even the Frog says so.
Playoff goal for Luke Shen as Kyle Palmieri tracked down from behind by his first point of this postseason 7th game.
They just quit, right?
It is an 8-goal output for the Lightning as Palmieri and Zajac can't connect to cut into this lead.
Well, they should just quit and go to Game 6.
The 3rd time the Lightning have scored 8 goals
8-0
in a playoff game. They did it to the Islanders in Game 1 last year in the Eastern Conference Final. That was an 8-2 final. Yeah, that was a tough game for the Islanders, right? Because they had to travel across Canada from Toronto to Edmonton. Well, Tampa was waiting for them. The Islanders went 7 games with the Flyers after being up 3-1, and that was a setup game, if there ever was one in the playoffs.
We saw it in round 2, Bush, right, with Colorado and Vegas. Very similar situation.
Wednesday.
Colorado won that game 7-1. Well,
tomorrow is Montreal and Vegas.
Bush, I gotta ask
Wednesday is Tampa Bay, New York. Thursday
start?
again, Vegas and Montreal.
If you're Peter DeBoer and the Vegas Golden Knights, do you stay with Robin Leonard or do you go back to the kid, Marc-Andre Fleury?
I go with Fleury, and my reasoning is I'm going off of the rest factor. We saw it where he didn't play game 1 against Colorado. The idea was that he needed some rest. That's what I'm going to go with. I say go back to Marc-Andre Fleury in your home building. He's been so good for you all playoffs long. I know he made a mistake, but Robin Leonard did a terrific job in getting that victory. Yeah, but I would go with Fleury.
I would stay with Robin Leonard. For as much as I love the kid, I got to go with Leonard.
And I bet you if you polled a lot of the fans or people, I bet you it would be 50-50. I mean, it's really, I don't think Peter DeBoer can make a wrong call.
You got 2 of the best goalies in the league. I mean, that's why they brought in Leonard last year, and they signed him to the large contract over the course of the summer. And Fleury's a Vezina finalist for best goalie of the year, the entire National Hockey League. But Leonard was first and second star last night. We'll see what the decision is tomorrow for Peter DeBoer and the Vegas Golden Knights. I think we know. I'm sorry. We know Carey Price is going to play, right? We know that, Bush. Are we good?
100%.
Not much time left. 4:51 left. We got probably our last TV timeout. Now we're going to the end, man. We're going to the end. I sat through this game. I sat through this for this long. I can last 5 more minutes of game action. Yeah, I can last 5 minutes. But yeah, we had to get this last TV timeout so we can get some pay the bills. Got to pay the bills. Yeah, the Lightning did score 2 more goals and made it a 10 spot. That would be that'd be funny. Don't think that's going to happen, but would be. They probably could score 10 if they wanted to. If they really wanted to score double digits, they probably could. So Milwaukee, the 7-point favorite over Atlanta Wednesday night. It's weird.
Tampa up 8-0 on the Islanders. Let's take a look at the shot analytics powered by AWS.
Well, the video never lies, and the heat chart certainly doesn't lie. You want to score goals? Look where he's scoring the majority of the goals so far in the playoffs, Bush, right? He is not afraid to get to those traffic areas, those high traffic areas. And yeah, he can score from about 35 feet out as well, but the majority, all right out in front of the net. That's pretty awesome when you can be on a...
What happened to the TV here? Even the TV wants to go out.
He's got goals in 8 straight games. His Lightning have 8 goals tonight against the New York Islanders in Game 5. Series tied at 2 coming in. This counts as 1 win, though. Thompson across for Lenny here in the final 5, presented by Rocket Mortgage.
The last 4 minutes of this game has been a one-sided affair ever since the puck dropped.
Bailey all digging for New York. But nowhere for them to go. Warren comes in to get the puck. Stamkos had his stick lifted by Palmieri. Both teams making changes here with time winding down. Pellick gloves it down, gives to Mayfield. And now for Komarov. Sergachev stepped up, kept it on the Islanders' half of the ice. Pellick will wait behind Sorokin. Here's Zizekas for Matt Martin with a shot. Save made. Komarov got a whack at the rebound. And then Zizekas took a shot there. That was from Kucherov.
Another little,
and he's down.
More fights. There we go.
And this continues with Pellick and Yanni Gord. Pellick steps on a stick and falls over. Matt Martin has shed.
More fights.
They fought
Hey.
early. And the linesman is trying to get Goudreau away from
Got more
the grasp of
fights.
Scott Mayfield.
More fights. Man,
Mayfield is
they just need to.
been adamant about
both
wanting
teams
to
just
play
need to
Goudreau, and Goudreau seems
end this
to not
game.
really want to have anything but just words. You can see Mayfield now going after Shen. We'll start giving guys 10 minutes here. Well, it looked like Goudreau had given a cross check to Zizekas.
Let's see what happens
That's the
here.
left part of your screen right in front of the net. Yeah, there's the cross check. And that's what got everybody all excited.
Well, they can't play any worse. They definitely can't play any worse. They play tonight. I mean, they just. This was just a beatdown. There was just a puck drop.
Response by the Islanders, 100%. Watch it in real speed. Certainly, Goudreau knowing what he's doing there. Martin sees it, and then here comes Mayfield.
Man.
Now all heck breaks loose.
A lot of fighting going on. At least that's giving some kind of entertainment in this game that's been pretty much one-sided. The fighting is
Adam Pellick and Scott Mayfield were all sent to the Islander dressing room.
about 3:30 to go. And this Fall still wants to chirp.
And still more to sort out for Gord Dwyer and Francis Chiron, who have had their work.
He's probably mad at me.
Tonight.
He's trying to be louder. He's in the damn gutter, and he
with the cross check, and
so it really amplifies when he's in the damn gutter.
like I said,
Echoes.
late in the game, he got the lead like that. I think Goudreau could have held off there. He didn't really need to do that, but Zizekas trying to shake off that hit. Wrenched his neck there as he got a little whiplash there.
Hey.
John Cooper and Barry Trotz getting the explanations of the penalty calls. We have not gotten any yet.
Man, it's in the game here, man. What's up?
3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Nobody's in the penalty box. We'll see if that changes.
Yeah.
Well, it has been a party here in Tampa pretty much since the opening face-off. Lightning scored 3 times in the first period. Goals from Stamkos 45 seconds in. Gord and Killorn. It went from 3-0 to 6-0 in the second period.
It's been a beatdown.
Andre Palat even straight goal in between. And then the third period started with a power play goal from Braden Point. Luke Shen with one deflecting home a few minutes ago. And Tampa is up 8-0. here in Game 5.
Still kind of, I guess they're still working this penalty out.
Meeting of the minds here at the Tampa Blue line. This about the location of the face-off. And they have deemed that this face-off will be inside the Tampa zone. And it will be an Islanders power play.
Islanders, I think
Andre Palat, the only player in the penalty box, although we've got an official word, I can guarantee that's not the only penalty call on that play. But when they added them all up, there was 2 more minutes on the board for the Lightning than the Islanders. So just the second power play of the game for the Islanders, as opposed to the 6 for the Lightning. Bailey with a shot kicked away by Vasilevsky. He has made 19 of those saves here in this one.
Yeah, they got to
off Nelson sticking out of play.
They got to skate better and show some more heart. Awful game for the Islanders today.
Kenny Albert will be back in the broadcast chair. He's a little busy tonight. His daughter Sydney graduating from high school, so congrats to Sydney and the Northern Valley class of 2021. Congrats to Amanda Albert as well. Kenny's other daughter, she graduated from Syracuse during the first round, so great times for the Albert family.
Busy human, yeah. Congratulations to the entire family.
Bailey shot deflected away. And we'll be back here for Game 6 on Wednesday at the Coliseum as Palmieri's shot and stick broke just as he let it go. And then Sergachev's stick had broken. This was unaware of it until he tried to play the puck. Here's Zajac in front for Nelson. That shot hit Zajac, not cleared. Bailey out into the slot for Eberle.
Good to see him back on the ice.
Took that Ryan Pollock shot to the midsection. Letty over, Bailey shot, save made. Nelson couldn't grab the rebound. And Delorme with the clear for Tampa.
We're getting there. We're getting to the end.
Into the final 2 minutes. 20 seconds left on the power play. And another clear.
Big hit, Mobilier on McDonough there.
Done a few words for the referee.
It's a
back
goal
in position. Dumped in by Pajot.
8 goals. Man, that's
2 seconds and 1 as Palat steps back out of the ice.
McDonough just took a run at Mobilier after being on the receiving end of the hit right before.
we're getting to the end.
Eberle angled it on net. And there was Vasilevsky again.
I don't think I've ever seen 8 goals either.
Well, I know with an 8-goal cushion, Vasilevsky's not the story, but he will go to 12-0.
Wow.
In games after a loss, and this will be his 3rd shutout in doing so, and he made a couple of saves early in the second. That was a good save there on that redirect. The Islanders, they'd like to just get one on him to try and ruin his party a little bit, maybe put a dent in him to start Game 6.
Couple of collisions near the blue line. This one lofted ahead for Ross Colt.
I think
for the Lightning. Too tall with that shot. Holds up. That'll be the 4th career playoff shutout for Vasilevsky. It would be his first in a non-clincher. Shut out Dallas in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final last year. The hoist of hardware.
That's going to be
closed
it.
out the Florida series.
Maybe.
With a shutout win, closed out the Carolina series in Game 5 with a 2-0 shutout.
There we go. It's
over
with.
Like he's done it again. Behind 20 saves from Vasilevsky and 8 goals from the offense.
That is it.
The Lightning win Game
8.
5, and they are 1 win away from a
Nothing.
trip to the Stanley Cup Final.
Tampa Bay. 8-0. Yes. Score you see is correct. Man. Wow. Never thought I'd see 8-0 in a hockey game. Much less the playoffs. All right, guys. It's a day off tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy my birthday tomorrow. Be back Wednesday. Don't know if I'm going to do the hockey game Wednesday Am I going to do the NBA or am I going to do the Yankees? One of them. Might have to put it to a poll. We'll see on that. Thank, all right, Eagle fan. Have a good one. All right, Bruin. Thank you for popping in. And 8-0. 8-0. Wow. I was hoping we have a little better game than that. But it's not what happened. So congratulations, Tampa Bay, as they just destroyed the Islanders. We'll curious to see how New York plays on Wednesday. Can't play much worse. Have a good one. Good night.